you know what I'm saying, though?
Let's not recap that.
No,
we'll never talk about that
The
again.
funniest joke I ever said.
That
right?
moment is immutable and shall
Right, chat? Oh, their
never
lives
be
have changed.
replicated or duplicated again. Hi, everyone. I'm Tom Lummel. I'm your host. I'm your dungeon master. I've assembled an all-star cast of players. And this is coming from somebody who played with Chris Perkins and Ed Greenwood and John Kovalek and Pat Rothfuss this week. Thank you very much. Along with Grav Galati. I have
an afterthought.
assembled an all-star group of players to play our Dungeons & Dragons game this fine week, as we do most weeks. We were at Gamehole Con last week, so forgive us for our lack of broadcast, but we are back.
I was here.
Yeah.
Just nobody was around to
Yeah.
run the booth.
Just in a dark room.
Yeah.
I was standing outside. I kept texting Dom to let me in, and he didn't.
I cried.
Now I
3
really
hours.
want to have just a special one-off episode called Dungeons & Dragons Havana Confessional. And that's all it is just 3 hours of you talking about maybe your most nightmarish Dungeons & Dragons moments.
Oh, I have a lot of them. But I will say I did go to art school. Big shocker. And I did, for my senior thesis, I filmed myself crying for a whole year. Every time I cried,
Every time
I
you cried,
videotaped it.
you videotaped
And at
it?
the end, I did a video installation in a gallery. So this is our episode has already happened.
Are you familiar with this? There's apparently a series of videos. This maybe is years old, so maybe I am out of touch. I'm not going to say maybe I'm a little out of touch. But there was apparently a whole series of videos called Crying While Eating. And it was people filming themselves crying while they were eating.
Huh.
And that's all it was.
God, I don't think I've ever cried while I was eating because I love food so much.
But were they crying because of what they were eating?
I don't know there's apparently one of the things about it
eating's
is
a thing.
Like we cooked your cat. Eat
there's
it.
no
Like you'll
context.
cry, right?
I mean, I don't know if I would cry. I think I'd be really thinking about how to get out of that situation.
Yeah. I would.
Where's the nearest weapon?
What did I
How
do to
can
this?
I utilize that?
Would eating onions be qualify for that?
Oh,
Well,
I hate
That seems like
onions.
cheating.
It's not eating onions that makes you cry.
hate
It's the
onions.
cutting of onions.
Yeah, but if they're cut up
Eating
and they're in
onions
front of
makes
you.
me cry because I don't like the texture.
No, it makes me cry because I value onions above all other life.
I believe that.
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
I believe that.
Once
Onions
again,
are my children.
I came blazing in at 7:45 p.m. this evening, and here we are.
Yep.
So we are going to play the Dungeons and the Dragons. Who's here to play with us? Eric Reichert is here.
Oh God.
Firewolf
Broke
and
it.
Mirakel,
Immediately
thank
broke it.
you for the recess.
Thank you.
It's a dice.
Eric, if there's one thing you hope your character gets to do tonight, what is it?
Honestly, the thing, I don't know when it'll happen, but it's what I want the most, is for Grayson to die sacrificing himself for someone else.
Whoa.
That's what I don't want
And he comes back like Jesus.
Sure.
Shimmickson, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the tip in the tip jar. I'm going to turn on the magic computer monculator.
Monculator.
Yeah, computer monculator that tells me what happens here. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Nope, that's the wrong button. That's just the volume rocker.
No, that's
Hey.
the porn button.
Oh, no! Hey, Havana Mahoney is here.
Hey, guys.
Speaking of the porn button, no,
I'm busy texting my 6 boyfriends.
Wait a minute. Why is my phone going off? That's weird.
Oh,
What?
no.
Secrets out.
No,
Me
it's
and Tom
not.
are boyfriends. Tom and I, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's make it grammatically correct, even though it's not factually correct. Perfect.
Oh, hi
Havana, what did
guys.
you do with your week off is the question.
Oh, my week
Even though you
off.
were here and disappointed.
Oh, I went to BlizzCon. I didn't go to BlizzCon, that's a lie. I went to the BlizzCon after party. They had a Twitch partner, BlizzCon after party. And within the first hour of being there, I fell on my face.
What?
Yeah.
You fell on your face?
It was at a bowling alley, and I don't like bowling because I'm bad at it. And also, you could fall down. And guess what I did? I fell down. No one was wearing bowling shoes. So I thought I was also above bowling shoes. And so I tried to bowl in my, 2-inch booty heels.
No.
And I hit the edge of the bowling lane, and it was just hitting a brick wall, and I just totally beefed it and fell face first into the bowling lane. And that happened within the first 45 minutes, and then after that I was like, well,
I drove all the way to Anaheim.
to embarrass myself. And then I was hanging out with Josephine, and I turned around to make eye contact with her so we could both be like, how embarrassing of me, and she wasn't paying attention. So if anyone saw me fall down, that was already embarrassing enough, but then they also saw me turn to my friend, and she wasn't sympathizing with me, and then I was just like, so I was just turning around and looking to nobody and being like, no, nobody. It was lovely.
You're lucky you didn't turn an ankle. That sounds like dangerous.
I'm glad you're worried about my physical health, but what I was worried about is my untarnished reputation as a put together, matriarch of gaming society.
That's right. Elegant and graceful is the first two adjectives I think of when I think of Havana Mahoney. Bard 1971, thank you as well for the tip in the tip jar.
Well, thanks for asking, Tom.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad that it was only your pride that was wounded.
I did laundry.
I hope you don't expect it.
No one asked Eric.
All week.
Yeah.
Now we just cut to Family Guy style, a picture of Eric with his chainmail hanging on a clothesline and him like polishing it with
Oh my
WD-40.
God, I want that cutaway. We need to make that just so it can be a GIF. Just for gift purposes.
The guy who ripped it up on Saturday night, if you did not see it on the Wizards D&D channel, well, you're going to see more of it here tonight. Gaurav Gulati!
Good thing. Hi, everybody. I farted the whole time. Good words out of
Ripped
my
it
mouth.
up.
Oh, that was you?
I thought it was me.
I will say, I was running a game. I don't remember which day it was, but I was running a game, and it wasn't me, but there was suddenly just like a... Oh,
Was it here? 'Cause I
No,
feel like
it
I've
was
done that.
it was not here. It was definitely at the convention, and I'm like, I'm sorry for what's happening right now, but not because I'm responsible
Right.
for it. I'm just
Be
sorry
care.
this is
Thank you.
happening.
Bars,
Yes,
listen.
please be
Wow,
care. Very
guys.
good.
What is
Exciting.
the unlockable? This is terrifying.
Grav, what was your favorite non-playing on the D&D stream moment of Gamehole Con?
Oh, that's hard because that was what I was going to say anyways. Actually,
Why
I
would
think
everybody get one?
Madison, just going to Madison and seeing
here.
some beautiful places around there. It's a really pretty
Okay.
place. The convention though was also very small, like comparatively to like Gen Con. It's like what 1/10, not even. It's like 1/20th or something. Ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still 3,000 people, right?
Right.
Like thereabouts.
But Gen Con's like
So-
over 100,000,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
ridiculously small comparatively. So like me and Dom walked the dealer's room like 7 times. Like, yep, good loop. Let's do that. Let's do that again in an hour.
Yeah, that's it's, but they had a pretty good dealer's room, I thought, for how small the con
Yeah.
was. Like they had a nice cross section of booths. They had art. They had dice. They had games. Cobalt Press was there.
They had plenty of good deals.
I bought a bunch of dice.
The other thing that I really liked, we played one game Saturday morning, and Pat Kilbane was in that game. And he's someone I watched, he's on Mad TV, that I watched like growing up. Like, and it's like crazy. I'm just playing D&D with this guy I used to watch on TV as a kid. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, yeah. And he's super nice too.
I met with a guy who I only see at Gamehole Con. He comes and plays in my Bill Cavalier events and whatnot. And I said, the difference between this and Gen Con is the two of us would never be having breakfast at Gen Con. Like, it just would not be happening. Either I would be in such a hurry that even if I saw you, I'd be like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Or just we would just
Laughing
we'd never connect because there's literally 67,000 other people there who are kind of running static interference. So. There you go. All right, very good. Last but not least, certainly by a long shot, Megan Caves Calaban!
Thank you.
What did you do with your week off? Did you not have to paint your face at all?
I didn't actually. You know what was crazy? Because Tuesday Halloween that of last
Yes.
week.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
Whoa.
So because that, I had a day off because all my classes were canceled, and then I had Wednesday off. I've never had 2 days. I haven't had 2 days off in like
So it was all just
years. in a row?
naps on the couch and video games?
Yeah, I was kind of like, no, I actually like ran errands, but I was still like, I don't have anywhere to be. This is fantastic. It's great. It's nice.
Two signs that you have truly become an adult. Number one, you listen to public radio in your car instead of whatever you would normally listen to. And number two, you're like, I've got a day off. I'm going to do errands.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, God.
It's definitely true.
What have I become?
Eric is like, I've been an adult for 17 years. All right, very good. And we scored some new loot from Hrothgar's Horde. Am I wrong about Gaurav, do you want to show our fine viewers at home
Sure.
what we may have received?
We got this, which is a new dice tray.
Is it soft?
Yeah, this is basically like felt like it's like a mouse
like a
pad.
mouse pad.
Yeah. This was actually Dom's idea
Like
that
a
he sent
neoprene
off
thing?
to Hrothgar.
Oh,
yeah, this
my,
stuff
look
too.
at this cool stuff. Are we going to go to the overhead
want the
cam for
barrel.
this, or am I going to hold it up?
Cool.
Overhead cam's a little bit far away.
A little bit far. Well, I'll just hold it up then.
We also have a. Well, we'll talk about the promo code after, but go ahead and show off that stuff.
Look at this. So this is like a. Is this real leather?
Is that
think
to
so.
cover a
It's
player's
a
handbook or
book
something?
cover.
Yeah, it's whatever book you want.
It's a book cover, so you can.
Cool.
Who brought a book? Not me.
Rick, you're not fast enough.
You were too busy palpating your own book to get it over here.
Palpating?
Yeah.
Why would you do such a
Don't
thing?
talk to me like that.
Doesn't need CPR.
That's all I do is talk to you like that.
I love it.
I use these college words where you're like, oh boy. All right.
That's why we're boyfriends.
That's right. That's why we're intellectual boyfriends. I don't know that I'm going to do this right, so I'm probably
You're
going to
doing it.
Yeah, you're there.
ruin
You're
your
doing
book.
it.
other
Put it
side
on.
now.
Just shove the back boy in there.
There you go, the back boy.
The back boy.
Joke's
means
on
it's
you,
mine
Megan.
now.
Tom ripped your book in half.
All the
pages
Jordan's books,
out.
so that's cool.
Joke's on Jordan.
Yeah. So
Listen,
I'm here.
you need
know
a
what?
friend. Have a friend help
I'm
you.
going to put you in charge.
Thanks for the bits.
The other
And
thing-
RJ, thanks for the $20 and the Shemek's
So
Thank
this
you,
is
yeah.
art by.
for the 10. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my
big,
God, so
big
much
things
bullshit.
might
It's all
be happening
happening.
tonight. It's weird.
Sayama. What is this?
Oh, I see.
Siamath Pyrin Koth. That's a good name.
Does my
Simon
character have
Peacock.
another secret that even I don't know about?
And then we got these little spell
Friendship.
you got it.
Friendship.
spell book
got it.
cards, so that or folders, so you
It's
can
so
put your
beautiful.
spell cards
Oh, it's so
in
beautiful.
It's so neat.
there, and then
Oh
have a little
my
place to
God.
take
Look how
notes.
cool that looks.
I love it.
So this is
You got it
pretty.
wet.
You did it.
What?
How boss does that
I'm
look,
so
right?
sweaty.
Huh?
I'm so sweaty.
I love it.
So you can go to Hrothgar's Horde and order these very.
Well,
Spell?
these
Are
aren't
these
out
little
yet.
spell
these aren't.
books?
Yeah,
He's
these
doing
are going to
A
be Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's Kickstarter. I think
Kickstarter
those are
coming.
Kickstarter too,
We'll let you
actually.
know. These
All the leather stuff is
spell
new.
book things. Those are cool. And then we also got some tokens that I think we will
Yeah,
Yeah, those
we'll use
Are
tonight.
these from it too?
they're tokens. This is also Hrothgar's Horde. This is a devil's trap, dice devil's
Oh,
trap.
I've seen those before.
So basically, if your
Cool.
dice are terrible, you can put it this like overnight, and it'll take
And
the
it'll
demons
exorcise
out.
them.
Yeah.
You have to do it overnight.
Place possessed die in cage and put the devil's trap top on.
Hey, we've added a few things to our Dropbox. So those are all cool. These Tolkien tokens are cool because they
Allow
have
us to
little
the sufficient on time.
Tolkien designs on them. Let me
Makes
let me
my
hold
book
them
feel
up
special.
for everyone. All right. All right.
Some look like
I
pogs.
don't know how well these are.
Those are slammers.
going.
Yeah, let's go.
Slammers.
Slammers.
That's what we're playing tonight. Pogs.
That's right. That's
My
what,
dad brought
that's what I have
Pogs to
prepared.
Kansas.
Okay,
No-
and
wait,
apparently,
what?
Because
apparently,
you own that video game store, he started carrying Pogs.
That's awesome.
apparently, these are also the pattern in them is burnt in there because my hands
Flames!
All right.
Flames!
No. Very good. So, yes, we picked up some treasures while we were at Gamehole Con as well. So it was super fun. I had a great time there. I ran some GM seminars. We can talk more about that tomorrow on Disorganized Play because we also picked up what? Copies of Xanathar's Guide to Everything. So we'll be talking about that.
Early access!
I guess tomorrow on.
The alpha!
No, it's the full real book.
The beta!
The actual release.
All right.
The special preview.
That's 1.7.
That's us. All right. So, as you can tell, there are a number of ways if you do exclamation point tips. There are a number of ways that you can influence the events at the table, as well as some
and destroy.
unlockable levels, which will alter the course of our story
was a bumper sticker.
tonight. Thanks for everyone who has chipped in for those things. Let's run them down while we're doing it. Mirakel gives their resub reroll to the guy who's been working for the past 3 days, Mr. Tom Lommel. Thank you very much, Mirakel.
Does he
earned
really
it.
say that?
Yeah, he
That's
did.
so
He's
sweet.
like, oh, Tom really is a hard worker, and it's so great that he's here to run Dungeons and Dragons.
We
for us
do
tonight.
appreciate you
And
being
we re-
here. Aw, we really do.
Very good. Shimmickson gives the players
That's my picture.
Whoa,
Which one are
James
you talking
B.
about?
What?
That's awesome.
5812.
What's the story behind this number, James V?
He's trying to start shit.
Was it
Probably.
was he evening it out or making it weird, Dom?
It was
what happened?
weird.
Making it weird.
He's making it weird. Okay, we appreciate that, James V. Thank you so much.
This Team Chaos is what we call that.
Yeah, welcome. Shimmickson gives the players a flashback. Remember, you can invoke a flashback when you're doing something. We'll cut back to a moment where you can portray a small, short scene that might explain why you might be particularly good at whatever task at hand is directly before you. If you can involve all of the players, the other players, then they all get advantage.
Ooh.
If it just involves yourself, I guess it's just you. So it depends on how greedy you want to get. I can also invoke the flashback if I find an opportune moment for it. So thank you, Shimmickson, for unlocking that. The Bard in 1971 gives the table 1 bump!
Yeah!
Whoop,
Bumps
whoop,
from the
whoop.
Bard.
Bam!
Bumps from the Bard.
Bam!
Bumps from the Bard.
Oh god.
Tom's really roboting out now.
I'm playing 90s metal music in my head.
It's coming out of your mouth.
Did you know? It's not just in your
Just
head.
to let you know.
Oh. Yeah, no, my mouth is actually attached to my head. That's
Gross.
part of how that works.
That's gross.
BSB Care gives the table 1 bump!
That was cool. Thanks, BSB Care.
Yeah. So, that one was cool. Hey, everyone. That one was cool. Bam!
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah.
Bam!
Wow,
Yeah.
Hey, we don't have anything in the ladder to have Tom lose bumps, do we? That was clever of me. Oh, wow. Firewolf gives their resub reroll to everybody roll a d20.
What? Really?
Shit.
Whoever gets highest is getting it.
Holy
Whoever
shit,
gets
huge.
highest is getting it.
8.
Whoever gets
Beat that.
highest is getting it. 3.
That.
So far.
14. You got to beat a 14 if you want this resub
Do
reroll.
this. Do it.
Oh, Lommel.
7.
Lommel.
Wow.
10. Damn.
Megan Caves Calamar. Resub reroll. Very good.
Thank you very much.
Siamath Pirnikov, which seems like a sort of like a Russian name, right?
Is this really a
German?
Yeah.
Oh. Guten Abend.
I used to.
Greetings.
No, you know what? Over there. Let's see. It's 8 o'clock here. That means there. It must be what? Is it 7?
I can't draw.
7 Uhr morgens? Wie viel Uhr ist es?
7 in the morning?
Yeah, it's like 12 hours ahead. 10 hours ahead? Something like that. Siamath gives their resub reroll to the guy who doesn't speak German, Eric
Well, you don't know that.
Reichert. Eric, do you speak German?
Jawohl. No, I don't.
Oh!
I actually did. I did 23andMe, and turns out I'm actually slightly more British French than I am German. And
With a name like Reichert?
yeah, apparently. Listen, I'm 39.1 British French, and I'm 39 German. So I don't know. Still white as hell, though. In case there was any question.
All right, very good. Well, thank you, Siamath. Very good. RJ Canuck gives the table dos bumpolas.
Thank you.
Bam! Boy, I'm glad that I'm glad we got things going out of the gate here tonight. 'Cause we have things planned, don't we?
What are you trying?
What's
Nothing. You'll know later. When you're in bed and you're feeling safe and comfortable, I'll be there.
Because your boyfriend's?
Because your boyfriend.
DJ Regular gives Megan and Havana inspiration.
Hey!
All right.
Hey, girl power.
All right, so there you go. There's your inspiration. And
But what about
Yeah.
Megan's inspiration?
oh, well, as previously tweeted about earlier, I got this lovely Belle figurine, Funko, because it seemed like it was the most. You're gonna have to paint it a little bit, but it felt like the most Ava kind of.
Yeah.
Open
So
it up,
sparkling.
show the world.
Bill.
What's going on?
exciting.
You're the belle of the ball now.
I am. But I wasn't
Yeah,
before.
I looked at a
Yeah.
bunch of
That's
different
just
stuff, and I looked at a bunch of Little Mermaid stuff too, and none of it, like, it just didn't seem. It's Little Mermaid is all redheads, and your character's not redheaded, I assume.
No, she's not.
Yeah. I think with a slight repaint, that could really be like,
Just
I don't
really
know.
need to lighten up the hair.
Also,
Right?
the yellow makes me feel like it's like scales. It looked like, when I looked at it in the picture, I was like, oh, it looks like scales almost. So, very good. You both had
Awesome.
inspiration. Grading
Thank you.
gives inspiration to Garage.
Grading!
Oh my god.
Grading's a wonderful mod on my
This is what we
channel.
really need to do.
Guys, I feel like Thawne has taken kind of an evil turn here. And I'm not sure that this sort of heroic Funko is really appropriate anymore. So
Look at
I'm
his
gonna
eyes.
see
They're like half closed and
if
ready
I can
for...
find a Darth Maul Funko.
We can swap. We can swap
Maybe.
because I have the Lich King.
Oh, the Lich King. There you go. All right, very
Name
good.
one
Yeah, you
evil
can be
thing I've
this
done.
guy because James V gives the table inspiration.
Hey!
Means everybody's
So
got two,
devil.
and you can be three-eyed evil
What?
Lich
Now I'm
King.
the Lich
Yeah.
King?
Sorry, buddy.
What?
Well,
Well, you carry a cursed sword
But
that eats souls.
it's cool.
yeah. So,
She's murdering people.
so the way that this pans out is that three of you have double inspiration, and Eric is just stuck with single.
That's fine. You know what? That's
Means I
fine.
gotta put it upside down. That's not gonna work with this one.
All right, and also,
Yep, it worked with that one. It does not work for this one. Give me mine back.
No.
finally,
You're the devil.
James V has unlocked. While we're in Waterdeep, there's a little bonus that's available called "I Know a Guy."
Oh, okay.
So anybody can take advantage of, hey, I know a guy, and come up with a convenient contact in Waterdeep. So that is what is going on. There's been some fun stuff unlocked. Shimmickson is also going to give their resub re-roll to me. Yeah, Shimmickson.
I don't like the suspense game.
If I could give you a smooch through the camera, I don't know that would be cool. I'd probably ask if that was cool, and even then, I don't know that's. We don't need to have that sort of physical
Did
connection.
you already get that though? Was that already a thing? That
Did we already get a smooch? No, I've never smooched Shimmickson in public.
He's my boyfriend.
2 out of 6.
I can't remember. I've got one resub reroll. I don't remember. Fire. Whose was it? We're going back.
One of them's for me. I think it was a misread.
Miracle let us out of the gate. So yes, I get 2.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
You guys are
Trying to
being-
rip me off, Dom Zook. Heavily medicated here this evening because he got the con crud.
water?
Yeah.
Wait, you're not
Water
taking
is-
any
You're
of
not
the
taking
good
any
stuff?
drugs?
Water is intense medication.
All right.
If you're sick
I don't
and
drink
you're
it.
not on NyQuil,
See?
you're wrong.
It's fun.
You're wrong.
Drink some
So-
green juice.
As you can tell,
Green.
by the well, maybe you can't tell by the chaos that's been unleashed here. It's been a hot minute since we've played. Who would like to recap for our friends back home what is going
What the
on?
fuck did we do?
What am I
Right?
doing?
Where are we?
Havana shall open her
am I?
notebook of almost but not quite incomplete plot elements.
Yeah.
There was.
Imagine me
isn't it?
at college for 4 years. What?
That's why you're
How
not a
did I
major.
graduate? How did I do it?
We went to the theater. There was
can't
a
even read
big old
this.
fight, a riot. A dude was poisoned, and then we got hired to investigate it.
Yes.
We found out that he was actually not really poisoned. It was just supposed to make it look like poison. We tracked down some leads. Thawne killed the dude and stole his...
Time out. He was actually poisoned. He wasn't actually murdered.
Yeah, he was-
It's supposed
it
to look
was-
like he was murdered.
Yeah, but he would have been fine.
Yeah.
We went to the Underdark to investigate, and a guy was like, "Hey, I know the lady that'll tell you who hired all these people." So we tracked her down. Ava turned into an alligator and tried to bite her, but she was a mirage the whole time.
Yep.
That's right. I forgot about the crazy carnival chase scene.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
super fun.
We
Yes.
I ran through a pane of glass, which was really
Oh,
disturbing.
that
And then
chasing.
Thawne murdered a bunch of people.
Whoa, no.
Or
Not
no, was
true.
it-
That was...
No, I didn't do anything. That fucking juggler murdered all
Yeah.
those people.
Well, and then there was the what
I just got juggled.
in the cage.
You? Oh yeah, you're
Petrified
right.
everybody.
You, like somebody. You,
Okay, I did murder a bunch of
You,
people.
okay, you both together, like you shot the juggler with an arrow.
Yeah.
And then that led to the death of 5 people.
No, it was before that he dropped that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you caused death in another way.
Yeah.
You also murdered a person on purpose later.
What?
Upstairs
Yeah.
at the theater.
Yeah, we went to a.
Listen, I was trying to grapple
She
him.
didn't know, and then I stopped Thawne from murdering
Yeah.
an innocent,
I'm
or not an
pro-murder.
innocent, but
Yeah.
I stopped him from killing somebody.
No, I pulled a cloth off that bird cage, and
Yeah.
it turned out
Oh,
it was
yeah.
a naughty
Oh,
bird.
yeah.
A cockatrice.
All
All the
Thank
people
you,
turning to
Bandana.
stone.
Bandana
Bandana
girl.
girl.
Thanks for evening it out. You're awesome.
Then we went to another theater, and turns out they're a weird cult, and we have to kill them all.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Also,
Asmodeus.
Salmon.
Where are you from, Havana? What part of the country?
Someone is trying to flood the market with expensive poisons on the cheap.
Are you Norwegian? I did not know.
Yeah, it was from Sweden.
Well, that's not.
That's it.
That's not correct.
That is it.
Isn't that Swedish fish guy?
Yeah,
Oh my
it is.
God.
Swedish
But
fish.
that's
all
Swedish
Isn't
fish
it the
guy.
Muppets?
That's a Swedish chef.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, he
yeah.
doesn't he throw fish?
I mean, this fish, he goes, burk, burk,
No.
He
Wait, who's the guy who
that's
throws
Beaker.
the fish?
No, the Swedish chef goes, burk, burk,
And he
stir the
throws
fish.
fish at people.
I mean, he might have at one
He's a
point.
fish tosser.
No, I don't
No,
think
he's
That's
a
the
chef.
other
That
guy.
means
It's
something
the guy with the
totally
ruffled collar.
Chat, who throws the fish?
The guy
Who's
with the ruffled
puppet
collar.
That throws the fish?
He's a.
Oh, what's his name?
Dom, what's the fish collar? The guy
He's
with the
the
ruffled collar.
scariest puppet of all because he doesn't give a fuck about life.
I don't know. I feel like the Mad
Anyone's
Bomber
life,
is
his
kind
own
of.
life.
Fish's life.
It's not the Mad Bomber.
New
though.
Zealand.
What?
New Zealand.
What?
New
Is it
Zealand.
New Zealand?
Is the name of that scary fish puppet?
New Zealand?
No. he's
They
not a
made
fish.
that up.
He's
I mean, the fish throwing
He
puppet.
throws
Yeah.
himself.
New Zealand?
Yep.
Is he Swedish?
Guys, can we talk
He's
about
a
the
New
fact that
Zealander.
there's a
I
legit
can't
terrorist
imagine.
in the
That's
plot,
correct.
in the canon of the Muppets? They don't talk about it anymore, but there's a legit guy who likes to blow things up.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Animal.
No, Animal just wants to drum. There's a
No,
legit
but he
guy.
destroys things when he
Yeah,
does it.
but there's a legit guy who always
Chaotic
carries.
neutral.
He's got a dynamite plunger and he
Thank
blows
you.
I
things
think
up.
he's just Crazy Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that his name? Crazy Eddie?
The guy who
No one
blows
ever
stuff up.
dies
Yeah.
from the explosions.
Not that we know.
All right.
Lou Bega dies in an episode of the Muppets.
Mamba.
But
Yes, it's crazy. Crazy Harry, sorry.
Crazy Harry.
Crazy Harry. All right. Close. Bandana Girl gives the table a bump.
Yay!
Thank
Bandana
you, Bandana Girl.
Basically, we're gonna murder the cult.
Talbot Restall?
Is that the Muppet?
That's the actor you are trying to track down, I believe. Yes. Am I wrong
I
about
don't know.
that?
I just fucking write things down and I put them in all caps and I do a rectangle around them and I have no notes about what it actually.
Yeah.
I think at some point we need to do something where, like, for the Patreon, we just scan in Havana's journal straight
Listen,
as is.
This is just a butt with a fart coming out. I went to art school. I know I keep bragging. But when I used to take art history, I would take the weirdest notes because it would be like 8 a.m., which is not a time I do. And so I'd be in class and then like she'd explain something that was like a paragraph long, but then I tried to boil it down to like 2 words. So it ended up being like incest party. And that was like the whole note on like an entire painting or like, murder fucking or like, it was just, I feel like I have those still somewhere because they're just insane.
Sounds like my costume history notes.
Yeah?
Costume history?
Just
Where do you
like-
take those?
Drama.
Oh.
Red sex. Like, what?
You know what I learned though?
What does that mean?
That Cleopatra had a dildo filled with bees. That's what I learned in costume.
That makes sense to
You're
me because
welcome.
it makes it vibrate.
Yeah.
I get it.
Wow.
I want one.
Oh my.
We're way
I
off
just
track.
added it to my Amazon wish list. If you guys want to send it to my P.O. box. Our P.O. box. Don't put Dom's name on it. He's going to think it's for him.
Where does this go? Up my butt? All
Saving
right.
ratio. Make sure it arrives as one item and not as 2 separate things.
Okay.
Oh, bees! It's just bees!
If I open a box
Hollow
of bees,
tube and bees.
is that why bees are going extinct? Because people are capturing them
Yeah.
and mailing them to each
This
other?
will be a fun gag.
You
Hey,
can order bees online.
I don't know if you're familiar with
You
our
wanna start your own
stream,
beehive.
but sometimes we play Dungeons and
I don't
Dragons.
believe you.
I've never done it in my life. What are these?
All right, so when we last left our heroes, they were looking at us and hoping that we're going to get more dog treats. My dog. I don't know if is the Mooper cam on tonight. No Mooper cam tonight. I'm sorry. The Mooper is here.
Believe us, he's here.
But the tiny dog
Just
deer.
start a
It's a lie. We're lying to you.
Periscope.
there you go.
That's
I
right.
refuse to be a part of this lie. There's no dog in the studio.
So when we last left our
That dog
heroes.
died 50 years ago.
Hey, stop giving away spoilers to my Tales from the Loop
Sorry.
game. All right. You had. Oh, remember? You got a cool broadsheet last time.
Yeah.
Listen,
Huh?
Be cool. Be cool.
Huh?
you spent 3 hours on it.
Oh boy, I sure did. I spent a long time on that. So you had gone to which was it? Was it the Drunken Bard? Is that the name
Yes,
of the theater?
Yes.
I wrote that down.
Okay.
There's some words that I wrote down somewhere.
Before butt or
I don't
after
know
butt?
where. What is this?
I'm taking notes.
Oh, I remember you doing that, but I can't remember what it was. You were writing some. Oh, what was it? I remember this. Damn it.
I'm gonna tweet this out, y'all. Havana Ram on Twitter, so y'all know what we're talking about. But what the fuck?
So you had shown up at the Drunken Bard. You were confronted by some sort of bouncer guy who's like, the play's going on right now. You can't go in there. No, you can't go in there. And then you immediately murderated him, and Havana climbed up the outside.
No.
Listen,
No.
I tapped him. I
Havana
just tapped him.
went up, like, we didn't murder the bouncer. We kicked his ass, and then Thawne was gonna murder him, and I stopped him.
That's true.
I used my shield to give him disadvantage.
Oh,
on
yes.
his attack
And there
roll.
was another guy who had poked his head
Yeah.
out the window, like, uh-oh. And Havana clambered up the side of the building,
Hands
up over
in
the
Really
marquee.
well. Why aren't we focusing on how well I climbed
Yeah.
up the
You
side
did
of a
two
building?
really good things. You did a really good climb check and a really good murderation check, because this guy's blood and guts are all over the floor right now. Just
I did not cut him open. I
What did you-
stabbed him. Poked him.
Oh, I'm sorry. He has a hole
slowly
that goes
bleeding.
through this rib, out his lung, and punctured his spine, and there's pieces of vertebrae spattered against the back of the wall.
Bravo.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I
that's
hit
how
him
hard
with
you.
wave.
That's how hard you stab.
He has 3 small pinpricks. Yes.
He has a
Great.
Muppet death. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's
He
not
had
my
a
fault.
he
He's
had
a
a Muppet
very
death.
fragile man.
He is coughing up Swedish fish as we speak.
Oinka, foinka, foinka.
All right, and then after you had dispatched the 2 guards who had been stationed in front of the theater, you went inside. You guys went inside the lobby. You were upstairs in the office, and you could hear the sounds of the performance coming from the main theater. You had arrived during the matinee of what was the name of the show? It was called the
Oh, it's called 4 Farmers and a Murder.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Nice
Yeah,
notes.
4 farmers and a mule. 4
Oh,
farmers
fuck.
and a mule.
Really looks like murder.
It does look like murder. She's right.
And
What are I haven't written in years.
Clearly. Well, I mean, this is all written.
but the sounds that are coming from the theater do
Once a-
not sound
once a
like this
day, once a
whatsoever.
week.
There's
5 months.
a wild kind of intense frenzy of screeching coming from the string section in the orchestra pit, and there was strange chanting.
They were
coming
chanting
from
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus, some other things about Asmodeus. Yes, so that's what was happening
Asmodeus.
in the
Oh.
depths of the Drunken Bard Theater. So at this point, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's do
I
it,
don't
baby.
know.
What would you all like to do? I believe you had Havana, did you kind of come? There were some stairs on the side that you could kind of come down to meet up with your friends in the lobby.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
we
something
met
you
up.
wanted to
Or
do?
I was higher above and they were down low, or... Shit, my pen. Fuck.
There's a lot of bugs on this table for some reason.
Yeah, there is a lot of bugs
I don't
on
know
here.
where
Probably
they're coming.
Tyler spilling beer.
Did they
all over
mail
the
it to
table on
him?
Friday.
Did someone mail some gnats to us?
No comment.
That's not gonna work.
So
I was like, what?
you hear this.
They're termites.
You hear this sound of this weird singing or chanting going on. What's your damage? What would you like to?
I mean,
What's your next course of action?
the office I'm coming out of, is it kind of, where does it spill out into? Is it into the theater at a higher level, or is it?
Well, so there's 2 things. So you come out of the main office in the theater, and there's a hallway, right, that kind of goes left and right when you come out of the office. And you can tell that there's a stairwell at either end of the hallway that looks like it probably goes down to the lobby. That kind of connects with the main stairwells, but it also connects with the main stairwells in the main theater, right? So if that makes sense, let's say this is the office. There's a hallway that goes like this, and you can tell there's stairwells at either end. There's no way to go this way. So you can either go down here and go down lobby, or it'll connect with the stairwells that also go to the second floor, like balconies and stuff like that.
I want to go to the balconies, yeah.
By yourself is what you're saying, is you want to go to the balconies by
Yarr.
yourself. Noted. All right. Well, what are the three are you doing?
Where are we down? We're downstairs.
You're downstairs in the
front
actual
entrance,
lobby. You're
right.
in the actual lobby downstairs.
I guess can we just open one of the doors and peek through and see what's happening on stage?
Yeah, you certainly can. All right. So why don't all of you at this point give me wisdom saving throws?
Listen.
I'll use one of my inspirations on this.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Has an 18.
16.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh boy, you're lucky
It's
that
this
that
new one is
It's
so
like a trampoline.
bouncy.
It's
I
like a
gotta-
trampoline.
it's
yeah.
springy.
Oh,
Ah!
got it. Got it.
Too. I want to use an inspiration.
What's that?
Oh,
It's
wow.
very bouncy.
It's just, we've made a mistake.
It's a bounce house.
Okay, 13.
Plus, what's your wisdom? Isn't your wisdom high?
Yeah, it's 4. So whatever. I
Girl.
can't. 17?
17? That's a
Where's my
lot.
character sheet?
There's
I got
a lot happening.
19 for my saving throw.
All right, very good. So,
I might have a modifier.
18.
Oh, okay, we all good.
So the good news is you are not affected by the chanting that is taking place here in the.
Mine's a dirty 20. I just want everyone to know.
Okay.
Cool. So you see an auditorium filled with people. How full is it? Is it completely filled?
How full
Who's
is
going to
it?
this
That's
show?
a good
full
It's a good question. No, it's about half full. It's a matinee. It's about half full. But the people who are in the audience, you can see that they're all sort of like have like a blank stare on their face, and their jaw is a little bit slack, and they seem to be like spinning a little bit in time with the chanting and the music.
Well,
Is there something I can help you with?
sir,
Is there? Did you,
sir,
sir? Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh.
I won't be a part of this ruse. There's no dog in this studio.
It's important that everyone should know that Luigi is a very good boy. So they are clearly all entranced by what is happening on the stage. What is happening on the stage? Let's clear some room here,
I'm
everyone.
gonna write thorough notes this time.
Thorough.
You're just not going to say anything.
Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Yep.
Please go see
I'm
him.
busy.
Secretary now.
Please go
not
see
player
him, Jeffrey.
anymore. I need a computer, a typewriter.
Thorough.
On the desk.
Hey, here's a quick DM tip. If
stenographer.
you have an extra wedding band laying around at home, it's a really great way to keep your...
Do you have an extra one because you've been married multiple times?
Well, let's not talk about those people.
Jeez.
Wait, is this how you proposed to Havana? Are you tired of being boyfriends?
Oh, we're boyfriends.
We're
not
just
porn
boyfriends,
stars.
yeah.
They want to be.
We're not
he wants to
romantically
be
involved.
husbands.
We're just boyfriends.
We just support each other in bro-y ways.
Yeah.
Bro.
Bro, check out my map, bro.
Bro.
Bro, I love your map.
Check
I
out
think
my
you're
dope
such a
Yes.
talented map maker.
All right. How are we going to do
This is dope.
Put a little sticky tape down or something? I don't know what we're going to do.
There's some, I don't know
A
what
little
kind of tape.
fun
over
tack.
Well, we've all put stuff on
Painter's
these
tape?
edges. If you guys can find a
Yeah, it's
thing,
just a
put your
black masking
your
tape.
coin thingy right there. That's good.
We good, we good.
That wedding band's having enough. What's it weighed down by, Tom? Regret? Mistakes?
Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest.
2 wives, confirmed.
Polyamorous relationships.
Chips. Pew pew. All right.
Something you want to tell us, Ed?
Go on, sing the whole song.
Yeah, go for it.
That was it.
Oh, okay.
What?
It's a jingle.
What's it from?
Nothing. I just made
You
it up.
both
It's a
sang
Twix
it.
commercial, clearly.
I just made it up.
Eat the left boyfriend first.
I need Dom. I need some miniatures, if you may please. If you may please. Well, I don't know if you have any kind of pirates. That would be perfect.
Pirates?
Do
Is
you have
this
any
Pirates of
pirates?
Penzance?
That's a good question, right? Yeah. So you look up front. There is an orchestra pit here, right? And you can hear the sounds of the orchestra coming up from below, but you cannot see any of the players. It's either too deep or too dark for you to see the players.
Where are we looking
Wait,
from?
but where am I?
You are
we're
at the back of the theater.
But I'm in the
Yeah,
balcony.
Yeah.
The
No,
balcony
no.
would be also in the back here.
In the back.
What?
This is the front
The
stage.
back?
Yeah, this is the
Balcony.
front
This
of
is
the
the front
stage.
stage.
This is the front of the stage.
This is the back of the stage.
the back of the
Sorry.
auditorium.
So we're entering from this side.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah.
That's a deep ass stage, dude.
It's only like, what, these are 5-foot squares. It's 2, 10, 20, 30, whatever, 10, 20, 30,
A mile
40,
deep.
50, 60. It's only 60 feet deep.
What?
I don't think.
What do you know that's 60 feet? Like a snake isn't even 60.
Well, it's counting the backstage as well.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
the
this
back.
is the
Yes.
proscenium.
Oh, I might
Right.
need more than
You don't
this.
count
but That's
it.
fine.
Listen,
Yeah, how many?
This is definitely
Let's go
false
on.
will you
proscenium.
guys quit
Right,
pretending like
yeah.
60 feet isn't a lot of feet?
It's half a football field.
What is that in kilometers?
Not even.
Canadians.
All right.
It's a sixth of.
Calamities. What is wrong with them? Are they okay? They're bent.
Well,
They're in motion.
you know, this is very last minute.
They're all tripping.
They're bent.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
What is wrong with them?
That's just how it is. That's just how it was done. It looks like he's moving, I guess.
It looks like he's falling.
This one too, actually.
Oh God.
I'm
are
sure
you
Tom
okay,
didn't
guys?
put them in places
These are
he
cool
wanted
minis.
them. Just put them
They're
wherever.
It's true.
Tom, will you put them back where you wanted them?
How do we fight assault rifles in D&D?
Thank you.
Because
You've not read the D20 modern stuff?
I guess not.
This is gonna be our first battle in like a year.
How do we combat? Oh God,
I don't know.
Listen, I
Let's
don't like
wing it.
sci-fi, so if we could swap these out.
she really doesn't.
Well, in the D20 modern stuff they released, anyone can fire a gun, but if you're proficient in the gun, you get to add your proficiency bonus. That's how they balance it.
Very nice. Very nice. So, that is everything that is happening
That
there.
backfired.
Oh boy. All right. Okay. Noted. So there is a rollicking number going on
All right.
stage, but this is the source of the chanting, right? So all of the players on the stage seem to be chanting this na 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 Asmodeus, that sort of tune together. You don't see anyone backstage in the wings, but you wouldn't really be able to see that from where you are in the rear of the auditorium. But they clearly are performing some sort of ritual here and either invoking Asmodeus, the king of the devils, or somehow paying homage to him, as it were. It's unclear which. The beguiling nature of the tune does not affect any of you, thankfully, because you have
Just don't
made
get theater.
your saving throws. So, what would you like to do at this point?
I'm trying to be sneaky as hell.
How long?
I'm sneaking around up in them balconies.
Okay.
What if we said there was the theater was on fire? We have to evacuate. Get the audience
Oh
out.
wait, did I end up searching the room last time, or did you make me wait?
The office? I
Yeah.
made you wait because I'm a jerk.
Oh well, can we do that really quick? Can we do a rewind? 'Cause I think I tried to do that at the end of session last time and it got cut off.
Give me a quick intelligence investigation check.
Fucking cock. I'm gonna use my inspiration. One of those. Ooh, 18.
Damn.
Okay. This new thing is doing good for me. 18. So that's a 17.
Okay.
And the guy too, his corpse.
And the guy.
And the guy.
The guy, he's nice.
He's not nice. He stayed.
It's like a dice trampoline.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like it.
A boing. boing.
Dude, have you guys ever been to those one of those places where all the floors are trampolines?
No.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
one of those
wanted to
warehouses?
go.
I really want to go.
Jordan's worked at one a couple times.
Really?
for,
It's a
like,
really
birthday
good
parties.
workout, I hear.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. Because you're
Yes,
just,
I
I
you're
feel
just
like we
compressing
talked about
your
this.
bones the entire
I,
time.
I went with one of my buddies and he sprained his ankle.
I
It
would
was
definitely
also-
break my neck. I
It was
think.
for his birthday. We
Oh.
specifically went
okay,
to
okay.
Sky Zone
Sky
to go trampolining for his birthday, and he sprained his own ankle.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a birthday
Well, at least you didn't do it.
So you do find some information, and it's written in what you would consider to be a fairly regal hand, right? It's clearly somebody who has been well trained and is well practiced in their letters. So it's somebody who's fairly literate. And what it is there's a stack of scripts there, right? There's a stack of various scripts that's kind of been tucked away into a drawer. And there are copious notes throughout the various scripts on places where they're going to change the content of the show. So it's alterations to the show. And all of them seem to include some sort of note like start chanting here and end chanting here, etc. And it will give a chorus of 6 or 9 different players depending upon who can tell what various circumstances. But it all appears to be, to your practiced eye anyhow, a way to involve this sort of very ritual that you're seeing in front of you, incorporated into various shows. So it's got a bunch of different productions, and one of them is The Ballad of Jane and Ellaway. So essentially what it is it would be like sort of like a dramaturg's notes as to how they might alter
Sure.
a script,
Yeah.
right? Which in and of itself isn't necessarily that super weird. Like people change productions all like let's edit this part out and let's move this section into here or whatever. Like
I
that's
once saw a version of Jesus Christ Superstar set in the 50s.
right.
It's a wreck. It's a mess.
But also, not anytime, but a lot of times when people mount a modern production of Shakespeare, no matter what era they set it in, they go, oh, well, we're not going to do all 5 acts. We're only going to do these pieces of Act 3 and these pieces of Act 4, and they edit down, remix it so that they cut out what they consider non-essential parts so they can keep it a streamlined experience. So this is a similar thing where somebody has gone through and done this editing pass, but it's all seems to be in service of including this some sort of weird ritual thing. It doesn't necessarily in these notes spell out what that ritual it is.
Sure.
But then you walk around the corner and down along the balcony, and it's very clear that they're practicing
Yeah.
whatever this is on a matinee audience. And the matinee audience seems to be under its sway.
Does that guy have any money on him?
So, did that guy have any money? Let's find out. No, he's the theater owner. Of course he's broke.
Nothing?
Wait, let me check. He had 3 gold pieces.
Yeah!
Noted.
I don't know where I'm
You're
at
not
anymore.
going to share those with us?
No, it doesn't split right.
That sounds
Do I have 400? What the fuck? I can't even tell the notes on my character sheet. We're going to go with 403.
All right.
What? I can't understand myself.
Very good. So, at this point, you do return. You do enter the theater. What would you like to do?
I'm going to just stay low and observe. Sneaky.
So we can see the audience's faces that they're kind of like they look. We can see it basically.
Oh yeah, you can tell from you. So the lights on the stage are definitely lighting up the production. It's very clear the production is in full swing, but it's entered this weird. You were told that this was going to be a production of The 4 Farmers and a Mule, and apparently they've set up some sort of pirate themed kind of musical production, but the music is not a musical. The music has shifted into this weird demonic frenzy, ritual chanting kind of thing. And yes, it's very clear that the auditorium is half full. You would say the place probably seats about 600 people, so there's somewhere on the order of 300 people who are kind of, like I said, slack-jawed, and their eyes aren't rolled up into their head. Their eyes are just sort of like staring unfocused forward. And as this goes on for a minute or two, you can tell that some of them are beginning to not necessarily like full-throated join in, but they're beginning to mouth along the words of the chant that they're doing as this goes on. Also, as it goes along, you kind of feel it continuing to try and work its influence on you.
Is this what theater's normally like? Because I
don't think so. Hey, Thon, can you maybe, I don't know, shoot a light down or something? Something to cause a big distraction?
That's a good idea. What can I see that's like maybe tied up above the stage that I can shoot down?
Lights, definitely.
Well, I don't know if these are like above or they're like shining up.
Well,
or-
these
Yeah,
are
those are
below.
floor lights,
Right.
right? So those are down. Those are the footlights. They're down below,
Right.
and they're shining up. It's
Like there's
But there's always like
If there's,
lights with
is
gels
there like
on
a
them,
proscenium that
behind
we can
the-
knock over or something?
Is there like sandbags?
I mean, a lot of what you
I've
see.
seen Scooby-Doo.
A lot of what you see is here, right? So there's clearly there's a fly space to fly in, like different pieces of scrim in and out.
right.
So that's definitely happening, and there are probably lights somewhere back here lighting the stage, but it's going to be hard to shoot them out because they're behind the proscenium arch, right?
Right.
There's not a ton of the lights out on the front apron of the stage all seem to kind of come from the floor for the most part.
Is there someone on
There-
stage who's like leading this? Who's like the lead singer, maybe?
Or is there a spotlight?
Kevin Kline.
I mean, who is that?
Kevin Kline is an actor. He was in Pirates of Penzance.
Kool-Aid.
Right. You would say that they're all chanting in rhythm together. Maybe the guy in the bow of the ship is leading it, but that's tough to tell.
The one with a big blaster cannon.
That's
I don't
right.
appreciate the sci-fi elements of the brand.
I don't see anything I can shoot down, but I could shoot maybe that guy at the bow of the ship. He might be in charge. I mean, I assume if someone gets shot on stage, everybody stops singing.
Yeah,
You'd think that.
I don't like that. But
You don't like what?
I don't like. We don't know if he could be just another person involved, or he could be.
Well, I could shoot him through the leg or something.
All right.
we could go in and ask them to stop.
There's major
We
arteries
could do
in
that.
the leg.
True.
We could say that there's a fire. I could make a fog cloud.
That's a good idea.
Should we do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me... I haven't cast any spells today, I don't think. Yeah.
I just don't want like you firing an arrow into a crowd. I mean, you can just think about just how dangerous that could be if you just willy-nilly fired an arrow into a crowd.
Maybe if you trusted me a little bit, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be that bad, but
Thankfully, you've never done that today, and canonically
point taken.
not
Never
killed.
done that today.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud at wherever there's a main door here, obviously that leads, and there's aisles of seats.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah. So the theater itself is laid out so that there's a main. There's two main aisles on the left and
Okay.
right hand side, right?
So
If you want to Google theater at Ace Hotel, this looks a lot like the theater at Ace Hotel.
Oh, I love Ace Hotel.
Yeah. So it's got a balcony up in the top, and then it's got two main rows on either side that have there's a short section of seats maybe on the left hand side. Actually, theater Ace Hotel does have an aisle right down the middle, but this has a main section in the middle, and then with an aisle on either side, and then side sections that maybe hold like 8 to 10 seats.
okay,
The center rows and then the two wings.
okay.
Yeah.
So we'll just poke open the door, and I'll cast the spell, like in the first area just past the door.
Which spell?
Fog Cloud. So it is
Now
a
keep in
20
mind the
foot.
theater's only like half full.
Okay, but I mean we're gonna yell and say like, "Hey, there's a fire" or something, right? I assume it's not just me saying,
Sure.
"Ta-da!
Yeah.
We're
Look
here."
what I did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast it, and it's a 20-foot radius spear centered in a point within range. So actually, I'll do it like maybe 10 feet ahead of me, so it spreads outwards from there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're already on fire. You're on fire!
Is there a fire alarm somewhere?
I pull it. I've already pulled it. I'm the Bart Simpson of this crew.
Now, keep in mind, you realize that like if you pull the fire alarm, you're going to attract all kinds of attention from outside the theater as well, right? Like,
Is there a fire alarm? How is that?
It's sort of like a bell on
like a bell.
Yeah,
You can,
I'm sure
Oh.
there's some sort of, you know.
For real?
The question is like, how close would it be? But you know, you were up in the office. I don't know. There's probably something in there or something like that. But if that's what you want to do, is summon as many authorities to the theater as possible, that's up to you.
I don't see a reason why that's a bad thing, having authorities show up.
You could spook away Talbot.
But they're
I
clearly...
don't think so. They're in their own rights putting on a production. Like they're editing real scripts, and they've picked ones where this chanting shit's gonna make sense.
They're doing...
And people under a spell aren't gonna be like,
yeah,
what was that?
My main concern is getting civilians out of here.
Keep in mind, you were also hired though under the auspices of not involving the authorities.
Listen, it's been a week. We've forgotten all about that.
That was a while ago. That's why I reminded you.
Well, I cast this spell, so what, are we not no
Who's
fire?
committed?
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to cast a spell, and
Yeah.
the four of you are going to start yelling, fire, fire, da da da.
Not
Yeah.
me.
Well, the three of us, yeah.
Yeah, the
She
three
knows
of us.
about
I
this.
just
Okay.
see smoke.
All
I'm
right.
up in the balcony.
She
Whoa,
legit,
whoa!
you legit get worried.
No, I let
All
it
right.
go.
Beat me to it.
Very good, very good.
I've
So,
set a real fire up in the balcony.
Great.
you...
Two fires! Two fires!
You do that. The audience members around you are not aware enough that when you yell and this fog cloud comes out from the back of the thing, that they pay any attention to it.
We have to kill them.
As the ritual
Black
continues, they do not pay attention to what you guys are doing.
What about the people on stage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me perception check.
Ooh.
Even me? Not me. Me?
Wow.
Wow.
9?
Megan, not a great roll.
No. No.
What is that?
I'm in a fog cloud. I'm busy.
Bounce is doing me good. Bounce is doing
I
me
forget,
good.
is a 1 a good roll?
I got a 1
check.
too.
I got an
One
18.
buddies.
18. I'm rolling way better on Bouncy Town than I ever did on
All right, so
Human.
you notice from up in the balcony.
I have my
yes.
binoculars.
Yeah, you have your little opera binoculars.
Well, maybe I did take those from that guy. Can I have stolen some opera binoculars? I'm gonna write them down.
Don't you have those cool glasses anyways?
Oh my god, opera goggles over goggles?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes, what the fuck?
All right, so you notice that the captain, for lack of a better term, whoever's in the bow of the boat, this colorfully dressed man, he takes notice of this fog cloud, and as he's leading the chant, it goes from Asmodeus to Akishizgal. So
I'm sorry,
Akishizgal, and as he chants this, you can see that the fog begins to get drawn towards the stage and begins to turn black.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
That's not you?
That's
you can't
not
do
me.
that?
I don't know how to.
That's weird.
And so at this point, you hear kind of this.
Oh my fucking god. If a snake is here.
It might be
I'm out.
worse than that because as you look around, you can see that like there's this little like flitting going on down in the in amongst the aisles, and you see what looks like probably at any given time like 10 or 20 cockroaches kind of like
that's worse.
like pouring
Well, it's
out,
my house right
like
now.
zip out of the wall, and then
to the pizza.
and what happens
Poor
is
pizza.
they
Poor
zip
pizza.
down the aisles, and then they dive down into the orchestra pit. Right?
How big are they?
They're just normal cockroach
Oh, okay.
size, you know. Like I
they're
mean,
making-
they're big
That's
cockroach
a
size.
no.
that
those
normal
aren't
cockroaches do
normal.
not make audible sounds.
Those are like African cockroaches, the
I'm
big
sorry,
ones.
they're just normal
They're
size
full
cockroaches.
of cockroaches.
They're rad roaches.
Rad
They're just
roaches.
normal cockroaches.
Stop! You're making them bigger every time. They're dog
Listen.
roaches at this point.
Yeah,
My
dog roach.
cockroach is this big. Thank you. Tom.
All right. So,
You're the best boyfriends.
what would you like to do?
Do I see them? Can I?
No,
see
they're
them?
underneath the balcony. You're up on the balcony, and they're underneath
Well,
you.
I know, but sometimes the balcony is like back here, and then the rest of the seating goes down here. But they're underneath.
They're
the part.
underneath, right? So the balcony that you're on has probably 20 or 40 rows on it, right? And they're underneath here.
Okay.
They are underneath here somewhere. And then
I
it does
can
end. If they were to come further into the theater, you might be able to
Well,
see
the
them.
roaches aren't even going that way, right? They're heading toward the
No,
stage.
they head towards the stage, and they skitter over the edge of the orchestra pit and
Oh,
down into the
it's-
orchestra pit.
Oh, it's like a worse version of the Mummy.
Worse,
the
as in
scarabs.
better.
Okay.
Worse because it's real.
I meant like worse because they're roaches and not scarabs. But then again, the scarabs did crawl under your flesh, so
Yeah.
maybe roaches are better.
No, they're not. They're not.
They're gross in a different way. They ruin your pizza.
Grayson's going to go towards the stage.
All right.
And then, permitting, he's going to walk up on stage. Mm-hmm. And then he's going to start saying, "You call this a production? This is nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, why waste your time in this terrible production? Why, the Lightsinger Theater in the Castle Ward. Now that's true theater. That's where I would spend my money. It's the Lightsinger Theater in the Castle Ward.
Their
Not
plate
this-
did seem better.
Yeah.
It was. What's he doing?
I don't know.
Oh, look at these sets. You call this acting?
Are you heckling them?
Yeah.
Wow, that's brutal.
I love it.
All right.
Do
So
I see him now?
yeah, of course. So you start. I mean, do you start yelling this before you get on stage, or what?
Yeah, as I'm like heading towards the stage.
All right.
So I'm up there and I go, Grayson?
All right. Cool. So as
I
you.
can't believe
We've
this.
got real. It's cool that you got real bugs to
Yeah,
represent.
well
the
done.
roaches.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
planned that in a way.
I really think I blame this on the gifts we got.
I hope not.
No, they're here. They were here
Leather
before.
mites.
They were here before. No.
That seems unlikely. All right. So as you head down,
Yes, and.
you hear a kind of this like weird like clashing fanfare, this disharmonic sort of noise coming from the orchestra pit, as if the players have been suddenly struck by a bout of anguish or madness, and begin playing different notes kind of as loudly as possible. So this is a bizarre sound. Yeah. So what are the rest of you doing as Grayson comes down the side of the aisle and begins heckling the
Can I
players from the
see
stage?
into the orchestra pit?
From where you are, yes, you can.
What's going on in there?
You look down there, and you can see that each of the players is wreathed in sort of an orange kind of aura of kind of hellfire, right? It doesn't seem like it's actually burning them, but it does seem to kind of flare up as they play their instruments, and sparks of it kind of fly off. But as soon as the fire kind of leaves their body a little bit, it turns into like a little wisp of black smoke that then curls down around the players. So you can tell that there's this fog of oily black smoke down around the players, and they're drawing their bows and playing their instruments, and there's crackling. It doesn't even. The thing is, it doesn't make any crackling noise, but as they play, it kind of envelops them. It's like a St. Elmo's fire that sort of dances around from player to player.
They look humanoid though?
Oh, they look like normal humanoid musicians, right? They're dressed for the show, so they're in nice formal wear. down in the orchestra pit. But what you do see is that leading them is a horned devil with strange clawed hands, and he's holding a long iron wand that he's using to direct them. And as he points at various players, not that there's fire that leaps from his baton, but as he points at them, each of them, they are racked with sort of these spasms of pain, and the fire bursts around them.
So we don't know this.
Right.
Can he see it?
He's
That's
up
happening?
there now, I guess.
Right.
Oh yeah, once you get down there, I mean, you can glance down into the orchestra pit and see that that's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. These guys begin chanting, and like I said, as you get close to the stage, then there's this this giant fanfare, this cacophony of noise. It's almost like they've decided to quit playing the ritual, or perhaps the ritual has met some sort of crescendo or something like that. At any rate, whatever the musical effect may be, the intent is very, very clear, because you see this trapdoor on the other side of the stage kind of like, buckle slightly, ka-chunk, and give this kind of, it swells, and then instead of bursting open, cockroaches burst forth around the seams, around the edge of the thing, right? And they swarm on top of each other, and they form this wriggling mass of clicking legs and pinchers and little papery wings and whatnot.
fuck?
And as the swarm kind of spirals up into a tornado about 12 feet tall or so, it suddenly coalesces into something a little like this.
Horrifying.
Yes.
Maybe we should go help him.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to the edge of the stage. Or I guess we were in this side.
So it's
since you're out that
a
way.
giant monster made of cockroaches.
It looks.
What page in the monster manual?
Well, it's not in the monster manual. As a
What?
matter of fact, Mr. Gravgalati, I hate to tell you, but it's in something else.
Is it in that new book you got?
Oh, look at this book that I got. It looks a little like this.
Oh my god.
I don't want to see that
Oh
ever
my
again
god, I'm
in my
kind of
life.
attracted to that.
It's another
Cockroach
boyfriend.
monster. I need more boyfriends.
All right, so that's what's happening, and as it forms fully, and as you charge the stage, and of course I've forgotten my little tablet holder, which is always awesome. It points one of its clickety weird insectile claws at the leader and says, "Fly upon them, my minions, before our plans are revealed." And these guys stop chanting and all look at you. So let's roll
for
for
fuck's
initiative
sake.
while we're.
They don't
while
see
we're
me
at
though.
it. Is that what you've decided?
I said I was sneaking
Oh.
up there. They better roll
Oh, okay.
perception checks.
All right. So let's roll for initiative. Dun, dun, oh, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh, but it would against my sneak.
That's a lot.
Against
Oh,
my sneak that time?
I can make that happen too.
What does that mean?
Do. Oh, I had these things ready, didn't I?
I
All
don't
right.
understand what Cube of Force is. Hold on.
Wow,
I'm trying to figure out what Cube of Force
that's
is.
not
'cause-
fun either.
It's a cube of force that pushes something.
Is it?
Yeah, pretty sure.
All right, so who's on 20 and above?
Third edition.
None
said fifth
one?
edition.
None one. Oh, none
Tried
one.
D&D Beyond.
I didn't roll
Well,
because I shouldn't have to.
you still have to roll for initiative. I don't care what you say.
Okay.
Okay.
Noise.
15. So I'm at a 19.
19. Where are my cards? Where are my little cards?
I forgot I'm not at full health. Oh,
So
no.
Cube of Force has
goofed
varying
up.
effects.
Varying.
I don't
Keeps out gases. keeps out non-living matter.
Yeah, it
keeps out
depends on
living
how many
matter.
charges you want to spend on the thing.
Oh, and it recharges every long rest, or
Yes. Yes.
keep out all things.
So,
Deactivate.
what's your order on?
Is that an item or a?
It's
That's not good
it's
for anybody.
An
Part
element
of wave.
wave.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Horn of blasting, wall of fire.
All right. So the monsters are
That's
going
all.
first. That's bad news for all of you.
What, we didn't even tell you our numbers yet.
19.
I rolled 20 and a 19.
That was your perception check.
All right. So what's the rest of the order here? Who's on?
She did get 19.
I did get a 19.
Yeah. All right. So Avril, you're going to be first in the party. Who's next up?
I got a 16.
16.
I have a 12.
13.
There you go.
Very
Right
good.
above me.
Oh,
Did it.
oh
Not last.
no. Sadness, you guys.
Is Cube of Force not in the player's handbook?
It's not. I checked.
It is not in the player's handbook.
Is it in
Is it in
DMs?
the Mooper's handbook? It
I
is
got
in
it.
the DMG.
It's probably in the
Yes.
D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Is this 5th edition?
Yes.
What's Wave's actual name? Is it just Wave?
It's just
Wave.
But I mean in the book, in
Yeah.
the actual book.
Wave. Yes. All right. Let's get
This is this
some
climax.
things going here.
Don't mind if I do.
Dirt man defend
That's
you.
fun. That's fun, you guys. All right.
Well, isn't that fun?
You pulled that up like you had evidence.
Evidence
Of
of.
what?
He just shown it.
Look at this. I'm scrolling wildly.
I'm trying to find the Cube of Force part of it.
Well, but you showed it to me before you found it.
Yeah, it's in the DMG.
I'm looking
Cube
right
of
now.
Force.
Right, I'm looking in
Mr.
D&D.
Troy, thanks for
Mr.
joining my
Troy.
resub.
Very
Jeez.
nice.
There you
I don't want to look at your dumb phone.
go. Okay, great.
Stop showing her pictures of your dick.
Yeah, quit showing me pictures of your dick.
Great.
All
She
right.
has a boyfriend.
I know.
I have a boyfriend.
She has a boyfriend. I know.
She has several boyfriends.
I said
I would say a
boyfriends.
handful.
Yeah. Well, they certainly are.
The dicks,
Oh my God. All right. So monsters go first. That's not going to be fun for anyone.
And they're like, nah, we're just going to sit here.
Nah, we're cool. Everything that we do is cool.
Hold action.
We're fine.
All right.
Well, it's not in here.
That's
So
It might be.
great.
It might be under wave.
I looked under wave too.
Well, sentient weapons.
Oh,
36
Eric's
charges.
so smart.
Sentient magic.
All right. Can they do this? Yes, they can.
I'm automatically opened right to it.
Whoa, that was cool.
All right. So
Probably.
Did he mark it? What a donger. Ugh. Did I do that?
No.
what a
Maybe?
donger.
I might have done that.
So I'm not having a good time with my combat organization here tonight. I apologize. So these guys, how many of you are there? There's 3 of you there. And how many guys are there on stage? Yeah,
11.
That's nice. That works good. All right. So I hate everything that's going on right now. All right. 10,
This is super vague.
20, 30, 40.
It says
This
You
guy
can use
flies over. He
Sup?
literally grows a pair of wings and flies over to you.
Sup, bro?
And he meets you over there. This guy, 10,
Catch
20,
me outside.
40. He's just gonna get up in your face. Up in your face.
Bring it on.
10, 20. These guys have a ranged attack? That's the real question. Because if they do, why are they bothering to do all this fun stuff?
I don't think this is in here.
I feel like they're growing in
It
numbers.
doesn't say the spell in here. It just
Yeah.
says.
Yeah,
they
they
do.
do. They
Choose
do. They
rather
do.
than
They do. All
pressing
right.
the
So
keys.
let's make sure that happens that way, shall we?
They probably just shoot marshmallows.
Great. Yeah, oh, hello. I've got a marshmallow for you. So he flies there. These fellows fly 10, 20, 30, 10, 20. These bugs, 30, 40.
Making it very realistic.
Yeah.
Right?
20, 30,
Those are all the cockroaches that didn't get the memo to join with the...
Oh.
20.
Ugh.
What? We're all... There's a meeting?
All right. So I like this plan. All right. So Grayson, one of them fires a tail spine at you.
Ew.
Oof. Yeah, that's not good.
gross.
Armor class 15, I
Miss.
think, is a miss. This guy, ooh.
Page 159.
That was cool.
Thank
Page
you.
159. So he can do that and
Oh,
that.
Cube of Force is an item.
Yar. Thank you. Oh, it's an item. That's
Yeah.
what it meant by pressing this side.
Oh, I'm sorry. This guy gets to fire 2 tail spines at you.
Bring it.
The second one, armor class 16.
Miss.
Miss. Gurg. So, the fellow who's in your face is going to attempt to bite you. That's a miss. He is, I think, going to hit with his... He's armed with a... he's carrying sort of a pitchfork kind of thing, right? That is what he's got. That just does... armor class 22, I assume, hits
That
you?
hits.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Armor class 20
Hits.
hits.
For now.
4 points of piercing damage.
I take 1.
What? No.
He's tough.
Fair.
He's a tough cookie.
All right. Do I have
Heavy armor
a
master.
second D20 in here? I
mastered
do.
that
I
shit.
do, in fact. I do. Yes, I do. Oof. Oh. Oof. Oh. These are some heavy. These are some heavy campaign coins. D20s here. So wow. All right. So Thawne, you get 2 tail spines fired at you. That's a 21
Great.
and
Sorry.
a 19.
Those are hits.
Those are both hits.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like this.
Boy.
All right.
Oh,
so
boy.
Where? Oh, golly gee.
Gee, Willikers, baby.
All right. So one of them does 6 points of piercing and 3 points of fire damage as it impacts.
So 9 total.
9 total.
I'm cool with fire.
The second one does 4 points of piercing and 2 points of fire damage.
16. I'm at 16. Great. Going great.
All right. And Ava, you get 2 tail spines fired at you. All right. So I'm guessing a 6 probably misses.
Yeah, that
How about
misses.
these are at +4. Yeah. How about an 18?
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll hit. That'll hit. Ooh, so 3 points of piercing damage, but 6 points of fire.
So you want to hear a really funny thing? We never rolled hit points for Ava.
No!
Where'd my pencil go?
What?
Yeah, I have not gotten hit yet.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, it's been really RP heavy
Yeah.
Also,
recently.
Can I have another Diet Coke, please? Mr. Troy D sends his resub reroll to Thawne.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Troy D.
Bam.
Thank you.
you.
If you wait long enough, a bug will carry it over.
Yes.
What do I roll for hit points again?
You're a druid,
as a
so
druid.
D8.
I believe it's the
D8.
D8. I could be mistaken about that.
check.
Perhaps our friends in chat would like to confirm that
It's
for
D8.
us.
It's whatever your hit dice is.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Well, so you start with 8 first for your first level.
So you just roll 4
Well, 8
times.
plus your
Roll
con, so
4
9. You
times?
start with 9.
I start with 9 and then I roll 4 times.
Yeah.
And 2 of those are advantage because we had
I
advantage.
think so.
So,
So the other 2 roll with advantage. Well, I mean, I can't beat an 8. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Crazy. Okay.
Of course,
cool.
Ava has wonderful
cool.
hit points.
okay, and I took 7 points of damage, or was it, I think?
So it's 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus 9 plus 9.
9 plus 9 plus...
Wait. No, 9 plus 7.
9 plus 7?
It's each of these plus 1 because you're adding your con.
Oh,
modifier.
I see. Plus 6 plus 9 plus... Then I started
Plus
with 9.
1 more
too.
9. That's it.
40!
Noise.
40.
Damn. Damage?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Hit points.
I'm
Oh.
40 points of damage.
so dead. So dead.
All right. Let's see what Goober is going to do here. So this guy.
When she gets hit, she's
Oh, you have the
like,
cloak of many eyes.
The robe
What?
of
Yeah.
what happened? Those people are really mean!
Yeah, they are.
They hurt!
Yep. Hurt me too. You should hurt them back.
I'm going to!
Okay.
They're gonna regret that!
I hope so.
All right. Okay, so this is.
Yeah,
Oh
there's so
boy,
much.
none
good
of
stuff.
this
cool
is
stuff
good.
in there.
Is really what it comes down to. All right, so the very first thing that Chuckles McMonster here does
I hope that's
is
his name.
It's gonna be.
you see. So, like I said, he's sort of assembled himself and then coalesced out of this horrid swarm of cockroaches, right? Now that he has assumed a more corporeal form, he then kind of tilts his head back and opens up his mouth, and you see him disgorge this entire just vomitous mass of buzzing and burning insects that come forth from
Ugh.
his gullet. They're covered in a caustic, sort of sticky green acid, and they they kind of burst forth from their weird pupil pods and begin flying around him. Yeah, to a depth of like 5 feet. Just so there's you can now only see him through this sort of vague haze of flying and biting, stingy insects. That's his action. That's pretty cool. Avril, it is now your turn. Your friends have been somewhat grievously wounded. Also, to be clear, these fellows who transform on the stage, they do not look like normal humanoids, obviously. They sprout literally like leathery bat wings.
Ugh.
Is the orchestra
And you
still playing?
You see you see horns burst forth from their temples as the disguise self spells that they've been using begin to drop. And the orchestra, is it still playing? That's a good point. It looks like it.
Sounds like.
Give me a perception check. Since you
Boing.
asked.
Oh, Dick.
2.
Not good.
So the only thing that you notice, how this plays out, is that the orchestra seems to kind of halt for a moment, like kind of take a momentary pause. And then as combat is joined, it lurches back into the fray and almost seems to provide kind of a demented soundtrack to the events as they transpire back and forth between your party and the participants here on the stage. Yes?
Thank you. Where's Ava?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
So, you are up in the balcony. You appear to be... How well hidden are you? Did you roll?
I mean, I was assuming there was like a little wall like there is at the end of it, so I'm just like ducked behind that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure.
But you want me to roll?
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
You can be hidden for the most part. There's maybe the paladin might draw
Pretty
their
distracting.
attention a little bit when he walks in, or the guy who just yelled fire and then launched a giant fog cloud in the bottom of the theater. So
I don't know. Well, then I guess I'm just gonna try and use the crossbow to do a sneak attack.
okay, you can definitely do that.
Have either of these guys been hit here?
No
Nobody's
one
in.
has been struck.
Oh, okay.
They went
Then I'm
first.
gonna go for. I'll go for this lone boy over here.
Lone boy.
Lone boy.
He's a
Sci-fi
boy
one, so
who's alone, but he's okay
Your
with
gun's
it.
too big. Also,
'Cause he
you have a
has
gun. Do you know what year it is?
self-confidence.
Oh God.
He doesn't have legs though, so he can't move.
It's gotta be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. He's all knees.
Oh, Dick.
That's another 2.
Bet it's a 10 altogether.
Maybe they're just minions.
They look like little cockroach.
Maybe this is
minions.
4th edition.
Admittedly, their armor class is not great,
If someone had given me a reroll, we wouldn't be in this situation.
but it's better than a 10.
Yeah, chat.
Oh, look at this. I have 2 rerolls here. Maybe I should have used them earlier when I was trying to kill
Maybe
people.
you should give one to me.
No, what I'm doing is I'm saving for when I miss you. All right.
Oh.
Is
He
there
always
anything
misses
else you would like to
You
do?
always
You have now revealed yourself as you fire your wild stray shot into down onto the stage.
What happened is I did it without looking. I was like,
You don't want to get
See what
Wait,
happens.
doesn't she have advantage because you're doing it from hiding?
Yeah, if you're firing from while hidden, you have advantage.
Thanks. I forget how a rogue works constantly.
What's Dungeons and
Oh,
Dragons?
all right. Well, that's a fucking 23.
So their armor
Thank
class,
you. For
while
once,
not
you didn't
great,
fuck it up for me.
is better than 23. No, it's not.
Yeah.
You hit. Very
Cool.
good. You are cool.
You're
Yeah.
cool. You're cool.
Cool guys.
She said I was cool.
Cool.
Dunk. What is that? A 7?
Yes.
Plus 4, so it's a 11.
Mhm.
Oh. Plus
Sneaking.
3d6. Oh my Christ.
Zoom, zoom. Yes. Looky, 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 loo.
7.
Oh yeah.
13? 7. 12. 12 plus what?
Plus what you ever said.
11?
Yeah. So
23.
23.
I did it, guys. I did basic math.
Is it dead? 23?
Is this magical damage?
It's just a regular crossbow.
Oh. Okay.
What I meant to say was yes. It's imbued with
The
the,
DM
magic
asked
of
if it's magical.
She rubbed wave all over it before
Yeah.
she shot it.
she
What a
put wave
throw
in
wave.
the.
No, I'm saying you rubbed it over the
okay.
crossbow bolt.
So, although your blow strikes with what you are certain would be lethal force, it seems to be deflected.
Entirely?
Not completely, but it does not strike as grievous a wound as you yourself
What is
might
my
wish.
reaction? No fucking. Am I still hidden?
No, of course not. You hit
Listen.
now. All right, so unless you want
Can
to
I
move.
read to you? How sneaky I am.
Read it.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, you can.
I can take my bonus move to disengage. A bonus action to disengage. So. I
You don't need to
disengage
disengage.
from
You're
his
not.
attention.
You're not disengaged from his attention. You could.
Or hide.
You
I could do it to
yeah,
hide.
Move and attempt to hide if you so choose.
Yeah.
I will let you do that since you are up in the balcony and have
I
kind of
use
the
sleight of hand
run of the place.
to steal that cockroach man's heart.
Wow, wow. So, give me your hide check.
13 plus 10, 23.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Can't beat skill monkey.
I go into a curtain, my feet are poking out.
There's this guy.
But
I imagine I'm the Mr. Bean of rogues.
All right.
The Chris
Con, your
Tucker
turn. What would you like to do? You have been shot by 2 flaming spikes. That seems very uncool.
where did those come from?
These men.
Me.
But like where from their
I'm
body?
sorry. So also, in addition to the devil horns and the leathery wings, they grow a long spiked tail. It's almost
Ew.
like what dinosaur is it that has the bony spikes on it?
Ankleodon?
Yeah. All
I
right.
think his name's
Ankylosaurus.
Ed.
Ankylosaurus.
Ed.
That's what
So
it is.
Ed the
Land
dinosaur.
Before Time, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. And so it looks a lot like that, except as it whips it around, it kind of can it bends it like around around its body or
A
over its shoulder,
scorpion.
and fires them at you. So it kind of like
Scorpion porcupine.
reels back. Pew,
And they reload it
Scorpion
instantly too.
I was
They
trying
don't
to do that in my
reload.
brain,
It
and I
does look like there's like maybe a limited number of them.
Okay, cool.
Yes, but it
guess-
has right around a dozen of them, and it's fired too. So for
Write it
like
down.
a good next 6 rounds.
That's really not going to make sense.
Okay. So I did add the
All
changes
caps.
to my character from Xanathar's guide.
Oh, really?
So
well,
at
okay.
5th level,
Uh-huh.
I learned Misty Step.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to use that.
That's fine.
You turn into the Pokemon trainer Misty.
I turned to Misty.
You have a crazy control over water types. They really just mesh with you.
I'm going to
And
teleport
you're written
to
out
here.
at the end of the season
That seems like more than
because
20
the
feet.
creator doesn't
30
like
feet.
women.
Misty Step lets you go
Yay!
30 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Misty Step is broken, everybody. I'd like to go on the record right
Yeah.
now.
On my shield.
Yeah, 30 feet. Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Broken.
Plain walk.
That's pretty good. Plainza, there's an S there. Come on.
Listen, I'm trying to get your hashtag going. Don't scrutinize me.
No more hashtags from you, please.
Hashtag
No.
Hashtag no more hashtags.
Stop it.
bankrupt.
I'm going to pull out Black Razor and attack this guy.
Go for it.
Nothing from the peanut gallery.
He's an evil bad boy.
I'm going to use
He's an
this
evil bad boy.
also.
These are evil
Okay.
bad boys.
Oh, there's
You
these
draw
bad boys.
Black Razor
I don't even
forth.
have to use this
Hey.
sense.
I don't know whether these guys got souls or not, but I'm keen to find out.
Me too.
I think you should do GTRP as Jesse Ventura.
He did that voice for our game on
Yeah,
Saturday.
I
and was
tuned
like,
in and and he was like, "Hey, I'm doing it," and you just went, "Oh
I was like,
God!"
no.
Just because you're good at it doesn't mean you should utilize it. Do you know what I mean?
No, it was amazing. It was
And then chat paid to have it be Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
it's
The
football.
quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
What's he sound like?
Hey everybody, good hustle today. Way to get on the
Oh,
field.
I like that way more.
Yeah, it didn't last
I like
for.
that way more.
It didn't last for very long. You should have tuned in for the end where I was Mr. Numpty.
Esquire.
Numpty Esquire, adventurer Esquire extraordinaire.
You're just a fancy man.
Oh, a fancy one.
It was cute. That's a 22.
Don't tell me about my boyfriends. Like,
That hits.
Dope.
Dope.
Okay, great.
why did I
Great.
write this down?
Obviously, this is magical. It's the most magical sword
It's
ever
the
made.
most magical sword
I
ever
wrote
made.
The
sport.
most
people.
magical sword ever made.
That's
That's 6 plus 4
Score.
Ooh.
slashing.
Okay.
Not okay.
Oh, he's gonna dance!
Go,
Go! Go!
It's your birthday.
Go!
Gonna party like it's your birthday. Gonna sip a card like it's
guys
your
don't know
birthday.
This is
Because we
so.
don't give a fuck because it's your birthday.
So that's 10 damage,
He's really. I'm just gonna.
and it's magical, and it's beautiful, and hopefully that
10
kills
damage. All right. That does not kill
I
it.
just read a question.
Son of a
mark.
bitch.
In fact, you did less damage with your
Scorpion?
sword stroke than
Scorpion.
Avril did with her single bolt here.
Well,
Listen,
shit.
Bitch.
So,
Well, shite. Yep, that's all
I
it
got that
does.
Snake.
2d6 plus 4
snake.
slashing.
okay. 10 points.
Okay, that's it for me.
Noted. Grayson Hale, the fiend before you has just been dealt a very vicious blow
Well, he's about to
by
get.
Black Razor.
Uh-oh.
He's about to meet. He's about to meet my short Shatter Spike, who my short Shatter Spike. I am going
It's
to
been
use.
so long since we've had a combat. It's like I don't even remember what
Yeah,
the sword
Yeah, I don't
name.
remember anything I'm capable of.
So I am going to channel divinity, turn my sword into a sacred weapon. Then I'm going to swing it at this fiend.
It's already magical though. You
Yeah.
know that, right?
Yeah, but I get to add my charisma bonus to my attack roll.
Oh, well, all right.
That's the only reason why you actually do that. And that's 15
do
plus
that.
7 plus an extra 2. So
22?
22. Is that
24?
24? Is that enough to? Because 23 worked before.
Oh, yeah, but that would work for Havana.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I get it.
Blessed.
Yes, it hits.
Okay, so I strike with
I strike.
a strike at him,
I strike.
and I do 9 damage.
What? Get it together, dude.
What?
Well,
Is this-
that's cool. It
Do
does
23 or go home.
not. It does not. It does not slay him.
I'll hit him again then.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, I also get an extra attack. I always forget. No.
What the fuck? We don't know. This
the
is
worst
a
at
trick,
this
Tom.
game.
You knew we would forget how to combat.
16.
It was all part of my clever plan to lull you into thinking that we're going to resolve everything using paper, rock,
16.
paper, scissors. 16. Armor class 16 hits.
He's gonna take
Son.
11 damage.
All right. So with that mighty strike, you do in fact cleave the demon in twain. There is a small puff of smoke and a kind of a burst of orange hellfire, and the fiend disappears. It
Okay.
is dispelled. So you can take that guy off the board, please. That's not gonna. One down, too many more to go.
I'm going to
Thank you.
cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Out of here.
I think you're out of actions, right?
It's a bonus action.
You channel divinity.
Oh, is that a bonus action?
I would think it is. Is it a free action to channel divinity and
Oh,
make
no.
your sword?
Channel Divinity is an action, so I guess I didn't do that if I wanted to attack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well.
So I guess I didn't channel Divinity. So I just have
All
a
right.
regular magical weapon.
So
Not a shiny one.
all right.
It's really.
So that would
really
reduce
worthless.
the damage by like 4 points or something like that, right?
It didn't
This-
change it didn't affect the damage.
Oh, it's to hit, right?
Yeah, the to hit.
Okay, well you would have hit in either case. All right. So yes, you do slay it, but your weapon is not a sacred weapon
All
right
right.
now.
So and then 5, 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will cast Shield of Faith on myself as a
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay. All right. Very good. Ava,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
So her
Ava's
face-
first combat.
Here we go.
Her face gets kind of dark, and she goes, "By the power of Noshala, you mess with the wrong person!" And she wants to cast Tidal Wave.
What's happening
Let
to
me
you?
just look that up. He doesn't know what that spell
I don't
is.
know what it
It-
what
I
that
have
spell
no
is.
goddamn
What-
idea what title.
It says
You were
I've got
getting hit by
120
waves.
feet for my range here, but it's an area. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. And it's basically it's a tidal wave. They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
They have to make dexterity saving
Yes,
throws.
and let's see, 10 feet. I think I can
Yes.
get like if I go right here.
10 feet wide?
Yeah, it's 10 feet wide, 30 feet long, 10 feet tall.
Have you ever been in the wave
5,
pool
10,
at like
15,
a
20.
water park?
But that's fun. This
I
probably
think
isn't
I can get all
fun.
these
Just like
guys.
that.
Yeah, you can
Those
either
aren't
get
fun
the
either.
you
They're
can
full
you
of
can you
piss.
can basically
Well, I mean,
pick
what pool
any
is it?
3 and you can get
Right?
those 3 because
Yeah,
there's
in your mouth,
there's
in your
definitely
mouth.
3 guys who
Thank you.
are lined up. So you can either go across the front, down the middle, or you can do boom 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 those guys. But how long is
these
it?
guys.
How long does it go?
30 feet.
It's 30 feet
Oh,
long.
okay. So then I don't
10
think it
feet
could
wide.
reach him.
30 feet
No.
long, 10 feet wide.
Yeah, so I think if
10
I,
feet
because one of
tall.
these guys attacked me, so fuck those guys. So yeah, I'm casting it there.
It doesn't
So
have
the
to
3 down the
stages of
middle, is that who
loyalty.
you're gonna get?
These
Or-
three.
Oh, those 3
It
across
doesn't
the
have to
front.
come from you though.
No, it doesn't. So I'm casting it over here.
Nice. Oh,
So dexterity saving throws, that's what I'm hearing here.
Yes.
And the DC on those dexterity saving throws,
15.
15.
Don't do it.
Bounty.
Out of the box.
Crap. It was a 2. 6.
That's a fail.
Uh,
That's a make.
I don't like that one.
That's a fail.
Aha!
This is all tempting, but no, I don't think I'm going to use this on my mooks when I've got my giant demon monster
Okay. So
spitting caustic, burning flies.
the guys who failed take 4d8 bludgeoning damage
That's too much.
and are knocked prone.
Mm.
And the
Oh,
other guy-
wait.
Is it magical now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Is
magic
the water
wave.
appearing out of nowhere magic?
It's
though?
not Shala's water, so yes.
I'm
holy
sorry,
water.
but
Shala's water.
the devil has advantage on saving throws against spells. So
No,
those 2 who
what?
failed,
The devil.
he still fails.
Also,
Also still fails.
well, great. Good.
okay.
Unacceptable.
Super good.
Oh, come on. Come back in here. Okay. that
Bouncy.
is,
That's 8.
8 so far.
And another
14.
14. So the 2 who failed would
Mm-hmm.
take 14 and be knocked prone, and the other guy takes 7. But he is not knocked prone. The one who succeeded.
Okay, well, which
And-
one should
yeah.
we do here?
And then there's water around here.
And then there's water.
Yeah,
It spreads
cha-
out-
Oh, and if there are any flames, they
Yes.
are extinguished.
They're
I mean,
gone.
in this
Within
water
30
area.
feet of it.
Unprotected
All right.
flames.
Very good.
You're in the splash zone now,
I'm sorry,
audience.
they take
This is
how
it.
much?
Those guys take 14, that guy takes 7.
All right. Water 1.
After she does that, she laughs. She's like, you fell down.
Got him.
Did you guys see that?
Your voice got so deep that first laugh, though.
That's because she's mad.
It's like
I love the
doing
idea
whippets.
that you're so sweet until like provoked in just the right way, and then you're just like.
So everybody give me a perception check as we've reached the end of round 1. Unless you want to move. Do you want to move at all?
No.
No.
Stay right there.
Everybody give me a perception check.
17.
Persp. 15.
Where'd it? Here he is. Here he is.
13.
Oh, 18.
Nice.
Very good. So 17 and 18. I don't think. What did you get?
13.
13. Yeah. So what the 2 of you notice is that the orchestra pit is the orchestra in the orchestra pit is playing this weird kind of soundtrack along to the combat as it goes on back and forth, right? Well, what you end up noticing is that every time that you strike a blow or otherwise injure one of the performers on the stage, the rhythm of the chant, which they are continuing to do, gets disrupted a little bit. But as their weird green demon blood gets spilled upon the stage, every little drop of that turns into a little cockroach that then scuttles across and begins joining the swarm. So as you've dispatched these guys, the demonic figure here begins to kind of like rise up on this mound of scuttling legs and disgusting papery wings.
But you're saying the orchestra and the rhythm of the chant's disrupted, and that's causing the blood to turn into cockroaches, or it seems related?
Yeah,
or?
it does seem related. Yeah, that's true. In fact, give me an intelligence check.
Fuck dick. I'm gonna use my second perception for this.
Yeah, inspiration.
21.
Ooh, good thing.
Nice, yeah.
This is so far away. I'm just gonna.
Oh, yeah, we taped it down. It doesn't need to be there anymore.
Wow.
Huh?
We did tape it down. It was there because we thought we needed to hold the thing down, but it no longer
Oh, I
needs
see.
to. No
Ooh,
longer
okay,
needs
there we
to
go.
be.
Perception? Wait,
No, intelligence.
Deeper D. Okay, that's a 15.
15.
21.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you realize that the orchestra is playing, or the chants, the orchestra is playing these super loud notes that kind of disrupt the chant, right? And normally there are words of infernal that fit into this chant. This chant is around, obviously, right? And what you think may be happening is somehow those words are getting transformed into the actual bugs, right? So as one of these blows lands and you smite one of these devil things, whatever word of infernal that they're doing in the chant gets magically transformed into one of these bugs.
I fucking knew it.
Now, with this in mind, you realize that if you could somehow change or substitute or alter the word of the chant, you might be able to then short circuit that piece of the ritual so that it does not actually feed the demon creature on stage. Does that make sense? So in other words, when you strike a blow, one of the words essentially drops out of the chant. But if you could replace one of the words in the chant with something else, you might short circuit the short circuit this process
Okay.
so that it doesn't feed
So,
further.
like, if we chant something,
Yeah, right.
what word do we know infernal? Nothing. Right?
Black Razor might know something.
Oh my fucking god, ask Black Razor.
Let me see if he speaks infernal, if it's in here.
This could be a good flashback moment.
Oh, God, yeah.
Whoa, yeah, wait, what are our thingies? I know a guy in Flashback.
I know
Oh,
a guy
yeah.
and you have
Oh, yeah.
flashback. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Understands every language you know. Technically, he doesn't know that.
Okay, I want to use the flashback.
Okay.
Okay, are you going to use it just yourself, or are you going to paint a scene that involves more people?
Involve me somehow.
Involve all of us.
That's going to be super hard.
It's
Since
most likely
you
I
didn't
would
exist
have
2 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
I would have come across this in the fucking Underdark.
Well, I want to say that, like, because his
Oh
power-
wait, you're a doppelganger. You're probably.
No.
That's a wagon
He-
shit, baby.
he's a-
Come on, you know
Come
that.
on.
He's a paladin,
You
right?
got a dark side to you, like
No,
a chocolate donut.
Black Razor loves you.
Okay, so when Grayson was training to be a paladin of Torn,
Wait, are we doing a flashback?
Yeah.
Yes.
so I mean, obviously they want them to know about the demons and the infernal. So they weren't exactly taught to speak infernal, but it was certainly covered a lot in classrooms about the different ways the demons communicate. And
So just to be clear, this is a flashback role-playing scene, and it is not a describe the history scene.
yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're back in the where did you study your Tormite a training? Where did you receive that? In Oakhurst, or did you have to go?
It was
somewhere?
outside of Oakhurst, at basically a keep, which is where they train. They don't have like temples. They have keeps for defending lands from people.
So would this be in Neverwinter, or where do you picture this keep being?
It would be somewhere outside of the city where people would need help, like where we could rally towards someone's aid if we needed to, because that's what Torm's all about, is aiding people who can't defend themselves, and the cities can defend themselves.
Okay. All right. And what's the name of your instructor?
My instructor was Tom and the Wise.
All right. Very good. So he sits you down and he says, what do you think? What do you think Tom and the Wise sounds like?
Gruff. What's the gruffest voice you can do? That's not Black Razor.
Should you be?
I mean, old, yeah.
Okay, you get to roleplay Tom and the Wise.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
I may have just been reading my character sheet. So.
Tom and the Wise has a lesson about learning the tongue of your enemy that he wants to impart to Grayson.
Listen.
You can't laugh like that.
Listen, Grayson, come take a knee.
Okay, Tom.
I worry about you, for you are good, but perhaps too good. You need to embrace the darkness in a different way than some people do, but in a way so that you can understand it.
I don't understand why I would need to understand. I mean, we know what's evil and we destroy it. Why would we have to understand it?
As warriors of light, it is our duty to fight the darkness. But how can you fight something that you do not know? I've made you this notebook.
Usually there's some sort of challenge involved, whatever it is.
Suck my dick. What do you mean?
No, like usually you know, the last time we had a flashback, you were given like an intelligence challenge or whatever to learn how
He has to roll for something? Or
you have to describe how the lesson is imparted to him.
I was going to give him a gift.
All right, go ahead.
Tom, you do it. Don't make me
No,
do it
you're doing
the
it-
way you want to do
You're
it.
doing a great job.
Listen.
I'm going to lock you in the dark.
Wow, this is actually way better. Keep going.
That's a challenge, right?
Sure.
I know.
To become familiar with the darkness, you must be one with the darkness.
I don't.
Get in the hole.
I don't do so well in
just a prank.
darkness.
It's not
Just a shitty prank.
It's a paladin lesson.
He's pranked everywhere. He's never not been pranked.
He was trained as a joke.
As a joke.
Yeah. I don't do so well in the darkness, Master Tommen.
To fight the darkness, you must know the darkness. Be the darkness. I'll still feed you.
Okay. I will. I will. If it is what I must do, then I will climb in this hole.
In 2 months, I will let you out.
2 months.
Oh my god.
Master Tommen, that I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think I can make it. I'm not strong enough, Master Tommen. I'm weak. I'm scared. I don't think I can make it.
Eat your doppelberries.
If your light is not strong enough to fight this darkness for 2 months, how can you expect to fight the darkness for the rest of your days?
You're right. What am I if I'm not?
Allow your light to bring you safely through the dark.
I will.
Get in the hole.
I'm not sure whether I want to cut to 2 months later.
Oh, you were still in there? Whoops!
7 months later.
He just comes out. He's the most evil person ever.
Like a parent forgetting to pick their kids up
Yeah.
at school.
Oh, I forgot to take Grace now to the hole.
Whoops! I left him in the car while I went into the casino. Oh well, it's just
don't
a
have
nice
dogs
sunny
in
July
there.
day.
Oh my god. So I guess he should make some will saves. Is that,
No, you know what?
is that what you wanted? I don't know what you
That
want.
was great. That
Here's
was.
a notebook you can't read in the dark. See ya.
Well, no, I took it back because he said
Oh, you
that was
changed it.
wrong.
Oh, all right. Here's how we can.
I think when he comes out of the
Hang on,
darkness, I
hang
give
on.
him the notebook.
I really don't want this
Oh.
scene to go on super long, but
Oh,
I do
I
want
got
a
it.
couple other opportunities for the two of you to chime in. So I will give you guys advantage as well if you can also role play your way into the scene.
Okay,
So
yeah.
what happens? What happens to Grayson while he is meditating in the dark for these 2 months?
Okay.
Jesus.
Here's my idea. Is that we actually are like devils.
We are?
We're like twins. We're like twins, and we invade his mind while he's in this.
Okay, so
Okay,
you
I like
hear
it.
these two voices in your head one night. Or I don't know. Who knows what time of the day it
knows?
is?
It's dark.
As you're serving your service.
Torm is with me.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
How do you know?
You don't look too sure.
Torm helps those who cannot help themselves. And he expects those strong enough to help others to do the same.
Who you been helping in here?
This is my training. This is how I learn the skills I need to bring the fight to evil.
Well, brother, I thought this was hell.
Oh, sis, training? They locked you in a hole in the dark.
I'm pretty sure they forgot about you.
No one's coming back for you.
Oh, why would you think that?
Torm has not forgotten about me. I feel his presence always, deep down.
Do you feel the light around you right now? Do you?
You can't have light without darkness.
Are you sure it's not just us you feel? And we're kind of like Torm, right?
Yeah.
Teach us on Inferno.
Hey, sis, what's the word for light in Infernal? What's that word?
Oh, I don't know. It's glorp.
You feel any glorp around you right now? Some glorious glorp. Oh, Tornby, praise glorp me.
We
Give me
named
some
it that
light.
because it sounds stupid.
I'm the lantern in the dark. I'm the shield. I am the sword. I'm a warrior of Torm, and I will not be tempted by you. I feel his light. I feel his glorp.
That's why you made it stupid. We made it stupid.
You're stupid.
Hey, next time you sleep, I'm going to poke you with my pitchfork.
It's great.
I will take it. I will take any punishment you can give me because you're not real.
You know what? We're just messing with you. We
Yeah.
actually have
Eat.
the best food you have ever tasted. You should just join us.
I don't
Just
want
join
it.
us.
Eat this golden
You
apple.
want some
No.
food? What do they feel? They're feeding you like, what is that? That's not even food. They're just leaving it. You can't even see it. It's all over the floor.
You don't want that mush. You
It
don't want that
sustains
mush.
me. It is the fuel my body needs.
Eat this delicious golden apple.
Just pine seeds.
Come on. It's delicious.
I will not.
Best
Eat
apple
it.
you've
I
ever
will not.
Eat it!
I will not.
Eat the apple.
I will not.
Oh, he's no fun. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I agree.
So you know a single word of Infernal.
Yeah.
It's glorp.
Based on a hallucination, so who knows if it's real? Yeah.
But for that
Or was
excellent,
it a hallucination?
excellent role playing, I will give you each a word of Infernal that you know.
Oh, glorp. I hope it's
Glorp. And if you do not have inspiration, I will refresh your inspiration.
Ooh, girl!
For the
Yay.
flashback. Good catch. Nice.
Cut her like she was a,
All
that was a
right.
fork and she was
Well,
a
so
meatball.
that was the good
Nice.
news is you figured that.
Oh my god.
Total.
Okay,
Great.
so
Closed mouth.
he knows the word glorp. What infernal word do you know?
Oh, we all know a different word.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I get to choose?
Yes.
I'd rather you tell me.
What word does she know?
No, don't let Grob choose. Please.
She knows.
That's what happens when
she
you
knows
punt.
Kefka, which is knife.
Kefka.
I don't want to know that one. Well,
too bad.
Or
I
is it the same as dagger? Is there a different word for
Right.
dagger?
Yeah.
It's Kefka?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you make that up?
Yes, of course I made. I don't know infernal. I have no goddamn idea.
That was totally some Amy Vorpal negotiation going on there, by the way. I don't want to know a word from him. I don't know. I don't like that word. Wait, could it be this word instead? Okay, I'll know that word.
Listen, Amy isn't here anymore, and someone has to step it up. Okay?
It's gonna be me.
What word do you know?
Someone else pick it.
Infernal?
Everyone else is picking it.
Oh, yeah. All
Okay.
right.
You did glorp. You did glorp already.
Oh, I did
Yeah,
glorp.
it's
Okay, so
true.
not me.
Eric,
So-
what word does she know?
What word does Grob know?
Yeah,
Okay.
what word does Grom know? I'm
You
sorry.
did call Grob sheep.
I know.
Okay.
It's because his dainty demon
Because
eyes.
I'm literally operating on 4 hours of
He-
sleep. All right.
He knows the infernal word for regret.
Oh, shit.
Fucking salty shit.
What does that sound like?
I don't think my word's gonna help. That's the problem.
It's Karak.
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 Okay.
I don't think my word's gonna be helpful. I want my word to be like,
What do you mean helpful?
because if I just add in the word knife to whatever they're chanting, that might just make them better at
Knife
using
regret.
knives.
Starts raining knives.
Maybe mine could be like pumpkin spice.
Wait, what's her word?
Kefka.
I feel like
Yeah.
I should change
K
it.
E F K A. What's
okay.
that?
I feel like
Kefka, Karak.
But maybe it's
glorp.
like
Oh, that's
Kefka,
it.
but like the nice word for knife. Like there's a mean word for knife, like an aggressive word for knife, but then there's like a nice word for knife.
Yeah, it's like
Regretful?
it's a Latin-based language, so it's like there's a feminine and a
Yeah,
masculine.
mine's the feminine.
Regretful dagger of light. That's what we have so far.
Yeah.
Regretful dagger of light.
Havana, you need to give Megan a word.
Oh, I mean probably like dolphin.
Dolphin.
Are they real?
Are they real?
I mean in this
Regretful
world.
knife dolphins.
Yeah. Wait.
No, how about ocean? Okay.
Ocean. What is the infernal word for ocean?
Oh, oofta.
Ocean.
Pretty good.
It's the same.
Oofta.
Oofta.
Oofta. Kefka. Glorg.
Glor-
Glorp.
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 All right.
It's a pretty language, infernal.
It's glorious. So, we are back around to the top of the round. That was a fun diversion. I enjoyed every single piece of that.
Fuck around. How do I say that in Inferno?
All right. So these guys need to stand up, right? They need to spend some movement to stand up.
Yes.
What's going on with this water? Is it just,
It's just-
there?
It's there, yeah.
Listen,
Basically.
everything's wet.
It's all
Put
wet
out
up
some
here.
flames if, there were some.
Oh, okay. So it's a little moist there. Is what
Splish
you're
splash
saying.
up in this bitch.
They'll probably all fall on their faces.
Probably.
Home Alone it, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so this guy's going to
Open fire with a machine
10,
gun.
20, 30, close ranks. Q.
Look out behind you.
Oh, thank you.
Dr. Faust.
Dr. Faust
painting.
painting.
Yes!
Resubbed.
Thank you for the
7 up,
resub.
7 up, 7 up.
Thanks
Sum
for your
up,
great
knock 'em
painting
down.
videos too. I love your painting videos.
I did 'em up and knock 'em down.
Bring it on, all the bad guys.
All the bad guys are around the paladin because he is terrible. Everybody hates him.
If I can last 2 fucking months in a hole, thanks Havana, I can handle this.
Listen,
Yeah.
what was my name?
Sir
Tommen. Tommen the Wise.
It's true.
With a D on the end?
I better write
Yeah.
that down too.
Hello. I know I'm gonna be back.
Horrible one.
Well, I know you were in that hole, but here's a slightly smaller hole for 4 months.
You did good, but did you do that good?
Also wash my car,
All right.
Laundry.
my wagon.
How can you defeat the darkness if you do not know how to do a
Attacks.
sailor's fold?
There are many dark streaks in my clothing.
This is kind of pathetic.
Make them
All
go
right.
How did that happen?
Make them
So
go
here
away.
comes a bunch of attacks
Clean
at
it.
you. Actually,
I'm
I'm
a
going to
drippy
peel
boy.
2 of those guys off and have them attack
Drippy
her
big
off.
boy.
So can you move those 2 guys back a little bit? Yeah, right there.
Like that?
Well, the front guy, the other guy. No, front. That's the back guy that you're moving.
Oh,
That guy.
so
there,
he's-
there you go. There you go. There we go. Perfect.
Set him
Perfect.
up. Set him up.
All right. So,
Listen.
Not 20.
No. So I have this feature when you get a critical, it does poison damage to the bad guys. I'm sorry, necrotic.
Oh, I mean, poison's a damage type.
Are those the attacks against me?
No, those are attacks against
What?
Graf.
Wait, no, it's not great.
No, I meant to the bad guys.
Oh, disadvantage, yes.
Sure.
Wait,
I'm going to
yeah.
impose disadvantage on one of those guys.
Wave says critical hits do extra necrotic damage equal to half its HP max.
That's when he...
to the bad guys.
When he
It says to the bad guys.
All right. So armor class 20 still hits you, right?
Yeah, was
Yeah.
that
All right,
with
so then
disadvantage?
so that's with disadvantage. I got
Blurred.
20 and 18. So that's 2 plus 3 is 5 points
Blurred.
of slashing damage.
Ouchie.
That's
Ouchie,
one of its
ouchies.
bites. So
Now my body.
now it's going to try to stab you with its weird fork thing. That's a nat 1. The other guy is going to
Critical
try to bite you. That's armor class 15.
That beats it.
Oh, well, I like that.
Spelled M-E-A.
All right, so that's...
Because that's what I'm going to be.
Plus 3 is
Meats.
4 points of damage.
Blurg.
take a step closer.
I'm at
And-
7 health.
Then he tries to stab you again. How about
Can I tell?
armor class 19?
Is this me or him now?
You.
It's still me. Why is somebody ganging up on me?
Yeah, there's 4 attacks there, and the first one was at disadvantage, so that's a lot of attack rolls.
Yeah, what was that, 19? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. 6
Oh, you're at
points.
1 HP.
Welcome to the world of 1 HP. Loot, loot.
1 HP.
What do you look
That's
like?
a me.
What do you
1
look
HP.
like?
Blackberry's just drinking the blood coming off of me. This is pretty great.
Hey,
He doesn't like blood, he likes souls.
Hey,
No, he
Grayson,
doesn't
we
like
can put a quick end to all of this, you know, with just one little oops.
Oopsie daisy.
All right. So now
Jesus, dude.
attacks on Grayson.
Bring
A
it
bite, armor class 5 probably
Miss.
misses. A fork, armor class 11
Miss.
probably misses. A bite, armor class 20.
Miss.
Son of a shit.
Ow.
Net 20.
That one will hit, except you re-roll that.
You can re-roll that 20s.
Oh, that's true.
Also, those are for you, I think. I don't think you
I
can.
don't know. I don't know how anything works.
I think you can give it to him. I just don't
Can
think
you?
you can
Yeah,
re-roll
you
a 20.
can't.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
crits.
Well, then I can use mine on you guys, though, right?
You've done that, haven't
yeah.
you?
No, I don't think so.
I thought they were just for us.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, back in the day.
I know.
It was
very
wacky time.
complicated
it
back
was-
in the day.
We did it.
Nat 20 was, it was inevitable that was going to catch up with you at some point. So that is
Who is
5
threatening?
points of piercing damage.
Cool. I will
You
take
take
3.
2.
I will take 2 of that.
You dick. All right.
So.
All right.
Oh, I'm so hurt.
Ava, I've got a bad news for you. More tail spines are coming your way.
But
Yeah.
Narshala.
But. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
Narshalala.
That's a very good point here.
Ah.
All right. So, 17 and 20. What's your armor class?
12.
12.
Sad little
You're not going to like this very much at all, as a matter of fact.
But will
because
I?
Those are both hits.
Go.
So that's
God.
10 points
Well,
on the first spine.
Yowie.
And that's 5 points on the second one.
Oh, okay.
And there's 2 more coming at you.
Still okay.
Yes, I'm okay for now.
Turn into
How about armor
water.
class 7?
No!
What?
What is
How about armor class 14?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna roll concentration.
Oh, okay.
Natural 1.
For what?
For my shield of faith.
What's the opposite of concentration?
Yeah.
You
Remember
just
the time I was in a hole?
I forgot to focus on keeping my sphincter tight.
We're not going to reroll that?
all right.
Sure, I'll re-roll it.
Damn.
Zank.
Damn.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah. 15. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So that is 6 points of fiery
we
tail
were low.
spine damage.
TPK time, except for Avril, who just runs
Meanwhile,
away.
I'm up there like,
I'm good. I've taken 3 damage.
Yeah, great.
we're the only ones good at D&D here.
Yeah.
Yeah, real good.
Dr. Faust Painting Clinic gives their reset reroll to Megan Kip Scallywag.
God damn it, I'm the only one without one now.
I don't have one, but I spent mine.
I haven't even gotten one it. That's what I meant.
You can have mine because I'm dead.
No.
Get that away.
Gonna
from
be
me.
dead.
You're not dead
gonna
yet.
be dead. Oh,
Can
really?
you Misty Step again?
Misty step the fuck out of there.
I can Misty Step.
You're gonna take
I'll
a lot
Misty
of
step.
attack of opportunities.
I mean,
Right
I
where you are.
could, but I'm good.
Or you could take a step towards me.
Yee. Yee.
You got
Get
it.
under him.
You got it, baby.
These
under
are
that big
not
boy.
good. These are
Just hug him.
Poster design.
I'm so sorry about everything. Lay
All
on me, lay
that's
on me.
not what I wanted to open.
Lay on hands.
Go away.
Ba, ba.
All right. I need to.
Lay hands on.
Heal me full.
And a level 2.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a note.
Yikes.
What's
All
this
right.
sticker?
That's an old improv team that somebody was on that is not me.
Oh.
And I just needed something, and I was like, what's
Oh.
on my
Okay.
desk?
Gih. All right. So this
I forgot about that motherfucker. How did that happen?
large demon creature, right?
This guy's asleep. What the fuck is he doing?
So, yeah, exactly. Good point.
Wake him up.
Well, here's what's happening is this guy right here coughs forth a single large beetle, right? That flies across and bites this guy in the back of the neck. And he, like, you see his eyes kind of, he's apparently human, right? His eyes kind of bug out a little
Kevin
bit.
Kline,
And then
no!
it burrows.
He was an actual actor.
That was
Yeah.
Talbot, yeah.
And then it burrows down the back.
No,
his neck, and you see him kind of like begin to shake and convulse.
Oh my God.
And suddenly a giant fly just burrows out of his stomach. Blah! Kind of like rips the guy in half. And you see this 6 foot tall. How tall is it?
There it is.
Doesn't really have a description. But anyway, a giant demon fly creature that produces this horrid drone.
Is he okay? Is that guy
sound.
okay?
Yeah, he's cool.
Yep,
He's
everything's
good.
fine.
He just
Yeah.
needs a drink.
Don't-
Stiff
Walk it
drink.
He just went into the
bit of
2-month hole.
Listen, that was a lesson that needed to be learned.
It worked.
Tom and the Wise isn't called that because he's stupid. Ignorant assholes.
I mean, he does tell people that that's his name, Tillman the Wise.
Red is a flavor.
All right. So this thing begins making this droning noise as it kind of like sloughs off the fleshy form that it has emerged from.
God.
The droning noise does not affect you at this point, but it seems kind of strange and eerie. All right. So that's where we're at. Avril, Birdsong, it is now your turn up in the balcony.
I'm too busy throwing up.
You-
Oh, God.
Again, the crossbow just over the top.
Yeah, I do it into my head.
It's an action.
I guess I can hear where the breaks are in the chat.
Yes. So every time, I'm just assuming that every time that you guys strike one of these things, you can slot in one of your. You have to obviously say your infernal word out loud.
Would Grayson have told me his story about learning his? I guess I should ask you. Would you have told me that?
Probably
I just
not.
don't know if my word's a good word to add in.
I feel like he would have told you that, but Avril wouldn't have cared to listen to it.
Well, I
But
think
maybe she acts like she doesn't care. You know what I mean?
I think it's not the word. It's just that you're breaking the chain of their words.
Okay.
Like you're slotting some
Because
nonsense.
mine is also kind of aggressive.
Yeah, it's like, we
I don't wanna
summon the
make them
dark
strong.
god
Dagger.
knife.
Yeah. We're like, what?
God knife. All right. So what would you like to do? It's your turn.
I guess I'll try to add in my word of infernal in those gaps.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you have to. It's only something you need to do when you strike somebody, right? When you do damage to somebody. When you spill blood upon the stage, that's when you need to break up the ritual, because that's when a word disappears and goes and seems to feed this.
All right, I got you.
Demon
So
creature.
it's not like it drops out and stays out. It just drops out for that moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yep, that's what you've ascertained through your various checks.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna try to shoot that fly then.
Okay.
Shoot that fly down.
Yeah, the giant fly creature, huh? Sure, go ahead and
Kill Jeff Goldblum.
fire an arrow at it.
My weapon, my shit didn't work last time. Does he look like he has any sort of carapace that would be a similar deflectability as the other Peons.
Give me a perception check.
All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration here.
Oh boy, this is not good what this thing does.
Well,
Great.
wow.
Good.
We shouldn't worry about it, I don't think. I
Yeah,
think
it's
it'll
probably
be fine.
fine.
Good.
Bouncy bounce.
Oh, cocked. Nope, that's a 1. I get a reroll. Fuck dick, fuck dick. Man, I just wish someone would give me a reroll at this point. Damn, must be hard. Must be hard. What was the first number I rolled?
Weird, I got 2 of
A
them
9?
over here.
I can see it.
What was the first number I rolled? An 8? A 9? It doesn't matter. I
I
lose.
don't remember it would be.
My
it was,
perception has
Wait a
failed.
minute. What did you get? What did you get total?
If
You
it was
got
a 9, I got a 10. If it was an 8, I got a 9.
Oh, for your perception check?
Yeah.
It's hard for you to tell, like, so this appears to be some sort of. It doesn't. Its hide looks a little tougher in terms of versus the other demons. It looks like it has a carapace, but you don't know whether whether magic weapons would affect it or not. That it's hard to tell. Whether you would it would
And
be
what is
required.
this? This brown thing?
So they've got a set on the stage that is a dock. This looks like a dock and a ship that's pulled up to the dock. And then this area is all kind of painted green, like as if it were waves or whatever. It was water.
But this is raised.
Yeah,
How tall?
only a couple feet, like a foot and a
Well,
half,
good
I
thing
would
I'm
say.
only 3 feet tall.
Yeah, but you're up on the balcony.
I know. I'm just strategizing.
Okay.
Okay. If I have any sort of inkling that it has the same reflectability with non-magical weapons, which is kind of what I'm getting.
You
Even
don't.
if I
you-
kind of
you-
think that's the case.
You don't know is what. Unfortunately, what it comes down to is you haven't really had any experience fighting this type of creature. You can tell that its skin is different. That's all you can tell.
Okay.
You don't know if it's different because it's harder to hit or because it requires magic weapons
Okay.
or what.
I guess what
exactly
I'm
it is.
saying is I'm not going to chance it.
Okay, that's up to you.
So what I'm going to do instead is jump down from the balcony and do a sneak attack on this motherfucker. Like jump down behind him and stab him in the back with
like the
wave.
balcony is like more back here, right? It's set back from the stage. This is the orchestra pit here.
Okay.
So I don't know that you can get there in one round all the way up to him.
Well, I have my movement, and then I can also do movement as a bonus action, and then I
Okay.
can do my attack. So,
All right. So how much movement do you have total? 50 feet?
my speed is 25,
Mm-hmm.
and then 50. Oh, I can do dash as my bonus action.
Well, that's what you're doing as your bonus action is dashing. That doubles your speed.
Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
50 feet.
You can you're gonna have to make an athletics check in order to vault over the orchestra
yeah.
pit and get up there to that guy. But
hell
if
yeah.
you do that, you can get up to him.
Athletics. I'll add a couple bumps on there. Oh fuck. 7, 9.
9.
Oh fuck my dick.
So I'm going to rule it this way. Instead of getting up, you have more trouble getting out of the balcony and kind of jumping down into the main auditorium than you expected. So you can't get enough speed going to actually vault up across the orchestra pit and jump up there. So I'm going to stop you short next to Ava. Now, if you still want to fire.
I can't see her.
Fire your crossbow or something like that, you can, but you can't. You're not going to be able to make a sneak attack, and you're not going to be able to make a melee attack.
Cock. I guess I'm just gonna fire at the bug then, because I know for a fact that my crossbow isn't very effective on those creatures. So.
Okay, you're going to fire at the weird, freshly minted bug. Go ahead and roll your attack roll, please.
This guy's dead though. We can take him off, right?
But he's the bug now.
He's the bug now. I mean, I could.
see.
You know what?
He transformed into a bugman.
I will put a bugman
Mr. Bugman.
on the board.
Didn't we have like roach minis?
17.
I thought we did. They're like space roach minis.
Here, we'll just use this thing. This looks awful.
I think they're in the
God.
box that Ironkeep left here.
Is he that big?
Yeah.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Nice.
Roll that damage.
Come here, boo boo. Is it? It's probably not a sneak attack since I ran all the way down there.
Correct.
Oh, fuck! 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
So stupid.
Give me another perception check, please.
11.
All right. Well,
How did I roll 6 things in a row and none of them were good? How does that happen?
No, 11 is good enough.
Who cursed me?
You notice that your bolt sails into its flesh and sort of explodes with a modicum of force that is about what you would expect, right? So whatever resistance these fellows have to weapons that aren't magical, this creature, the weird fly creature, does not share that.
So mad.
All right, so that's what happens. You have moved, you have attacked. I believe you're out of actions. Thawne is next in the lineup.
Okay, at this point I'm at 1 health, so I'm looking pretty rough. I'm pretty much using Black Razor as a cane at this point. To stay
Hey,
down.
why are you leaning? You know, if you turn it the other way, it's a lot tastier.
You know, Black Razor, if you just look at all these beautiful souls and maybe help me out.
These are not beautiful
little-
souls.
Well, they could be tasty.
They could be.
Once cleaved in half by you,
Sure.
using you, you know?
Right? It's too bad
So-
you're so incompetent, unlike your paladin friend who seems to have no problem hitting anything.
Well, maybe you could make me more competent. So Black Razor can cast haste on me once per day. It decides when to cast a spell and maintains concentration.
Give me a persuasion check then.
Okay,
Here it comes.
I'm not bad at that. Is that cocked or is that a 6?
Seems cocked.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's a 15, which makes it a 14. That's so 14.
14.
Gosh, I
All right.
bumped it.
And what's his wisdom?
Black Razor?
Yeah.
It is
22.
No. It is. Oh, it's only 10.
Oh, okay. And you got a 14
Yeah.
as your tops? All right. 7. You 6. Listen, Thawne. I don't want to see you die like this. This would be embarrassing. If I'm going to see you die, it's going to be by Grayson's hand. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you keep putting us together? I don't want that.
Tell you what, let me give you a little boost.
Oh, yeah, that feels good.
That's the ticket.
That's
This is the
ticket.
first time this has happened, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Team up.
Team
Tag
up.
off. Let's do this thing, brother.
So I have +2 AC, my speed is doubled, and I can use an extra attack on my turn. Or an extra
Yes.
action, sorry, an extra action.
Yeah. I believe it's an extra action, but you have to take the attack action unless I'm wrong.
No, you can take the attack action, but only one weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Oh, okay.
So it's just an action, but
Gotcha.
if it's an attack action, you can only do it once. Okay, cool. Now that I'm powered up, moving here doesn't give me attack of opportunity, right? Because I'm still within.
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ham on this guy.
Ham. I don't think
gonna
that guy's been
cleave-
touched.
I don't think he have touched, right?
I don't
No,
think he has
just
been
the one
touched.
guy we killed.
Yeah, we already killed one guy and he's dead.
Well, there are some.
One of
guy-
these guys.
It's the guy who's on Grayson.
yeah, this
though. It's
guy,
that
got hit
Yeah.
with a wave.
Yeah.
I can't reach him.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll choose this guy. That is a 12.
Armor class 12.
I know their AC is
Is
pretty
not
low.
enough.
Damn it. I'll reroll that.
Look at these guys.
Oh, scorpion.
Look at this weird creature thing. Thank you.
Reroll.
Reroll.
Reroll that.
Scorpiopine.
Thank you,
Yes,
Dr.
Scorpiopine.
Frostbane Clinic. Wait, no. Was that for me?
I got damn win.
That was, Mr. Troy D. Mr. Troy D, thank you for the reroll.
Iron test. Where's our Scorpiopines?
That hits.
21, cool. Do you want me to do all my hits first, or should I just do damage as it goes? Actually, yeah, so if I
Do
know who
damage
dies.
as you go.
Yeah, okay. 6.
Wow.
So 14. Or actually, no, sorry, 16. Does that kill it in one
It
hit?
does not kill it.
All right, second attack. This is not my second action. This is just my second attack because I
Noted.
forgot that I had these and I'm an idiot. 18.
That hits.
Cool. 3 plus 3, 6. That's 10 slashing. magic.
Okay, so that's a total of 26.
Yeah.
That kills it.
Excellent. This guy, right?
Yes.
Say
Okay.
regret.
Yep,
All
that's
right.
it. Slot in your infernal word.
Oh yeah, crack. As I hear
Very
the
good.
silence go in for just a second. Also, this is the first time I've killed anybody with Black Razor.
It's
Not
true.
Well,
That's not true.
combat.
in combat is what I meant. Yeah. So, what happens here? Other than the slurping noises that Black Razor makes, let's
need
not
to do
talk.
that.
Let's not do those. If I kill a creature when it devours a soul, I gain temporary hit points equal to the slain creature's hit point maximum.
Oh, hang on, what?
Yep.
Whoa.
When it devours a soul, Black Razor grants you temporary hit points equal to the slain creature's hit point maximum. These hit points fade after 24 hours. As long as these temporary hit points last and you keep Black Razor in hand, you have advantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
Whoa!
You gave me this!
This thing is OP. Wizards of the Coast gave you this. Those who live by the wizards shall die by the coast. All right, very good. You gain 22 temporary hit points.
Woo-wee.
Wow.
Dope.
Hey!
How much
Now,
soul does he lose?
let me tell you something. This is what I'm talking about.
feels
Hey,
good.
we could go to the Nine Hells and wreak some real carnage. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
That feels real good, I'm not
Thawne,
gonna
me
lie.
and
I
you.
feel like you just took
It's
a
a
drug.
tag team
Yeah.
combo for the ages, huh?
Yeah.
Full suplex up over the top
Full
rope.
suplex, yeah.
Pile driver. 1, 2, 3, out.
Let's keep going. All right, my second action will be just a regular attack, but with advantage now that I have this temporary hit point bar.
Jesus Christ.
15. Let's see if I can get a crit off of it.
Beast mode.
Nope. So that's probably hits 22.
Okay.
I'm gonna bump the damage on this.
All right. You think you can get there, huh? It's a long way to roll.
We'll see. Yeah. So that is 7 plus 3 plus 4, 14.
14. Well, they have 22. We know that now,
Know that
don't we?
now. We learned that.
So, you did 14?
14.
Not good. Okay, so I believe that's the end of your turn.
It is, yes.
Unless I'm mistaken.
I am done.
Grayson.
All right. Well, you seem energized.
Yeah,
know what I
you
mean?
see just like ripples of like black energy coursing up and down. You know,
don't like it.
Yeah, his whole circulatory system is pulsing with this necrotic energy.
need you, Hale. I've got the Black Razor.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
you pervert. You sword pervert.
All right.
Sword pervert.
Swinging Shatter Spike at this dude.
Wouldn't you want to hit the guy already hit?
Well, this guy's also already been hit.
Oh, that's right, the wave dude.
Yeah, he got hit by a wave.
Put some watermarks on him.
I'm gonna slash my sword at him with a natural 20.
Now he's just showing off.
I could smite, but I don't need to. I'm guessing.
Oh. Which guy are you hitting?
This guy.
Okay.
12 damage.
That does kill him.
Nice. Glorp.
Glorp!
I'm sorry, what? Glorp.
Kefka.
Okay, you're just saying nonsense. Mine was a real word. You're saying nonsense.
Then turn over to his buddy over here. The one who's not been hit. Because you got this guy. I don't want to take your kill.
I got it.
So I'll hit that
I
guy.
don't want to take my soul away.
Just back-to-back nat 20s.
Yes!
Happened.
Oh my god.
This guy I will smite.
Yeah. He's trying to show Black Razor that he don't need him.
Spiteful.
He's a strong, independent paladin that don't need no dark sword.
11. That was kind of cocked. I couldn't consider that cocked.
Oops.
Blurg.
Oh, wait, well, smite is an extra. Oh, yeah.
What does blurg mean in
You double the dice from your smite.
health?
Oh, yeah,
Polish?
so I get.
Depends upon what level smite you decide to
It's not
burn.
even funny. It's just stupid.
22 damage.
Dang. We know that
That's the
person.
magic.
Radiant.
That's what you needed.
Radiant.
Light. Glorp.
Yeah, I go, Glorp!
Glorp, he's praised.
That's terrible. All right. Are you moving at all? You would draw an AO if you did, but I don't know if you want to. You probably
I'm good
wanna
where I am
protect
for the
your.
moment.
Well, do you want to protect your brother? I don't know. Like,
Actually-
this looks like bad over here. But
Yeah,
there's
I
also
am-
2 guys on the stage.
I am going to move. 30, and he's gonna take a shot at me, which is fine.
Oh, that guy?
Yeah.
He misses.
Okay.
I rolled an 8. All right. Okay, well, that's not
Oh
happening.
my god, it's already
Yet.
10:30. Holy shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
flew
true.
by.
All right.
I
So,
actually probably should have rolled more dice for that hit, but
For the crit?
Yeah.
It
Really?
worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Because it was 1d6 plus 2d6 for the smite, so it would have been
66.
68 instead of 3d8.
Oh shit.
So
Wow.
Overkill.
yeah.
all right. Ava, you feel the tides surging within you. The frenzy of combat has awakened something which you have heretofore not felt. And you feel like you might be able to channel the blessing of your goddess, should you so choose.
Ooh, okay. As a bonus action. Okay. What I want to do, I can move before I make an action,
Yes.
right? Okay. I want to move back away a little bit from these guys. And then I want to cast.
You're not going to be able to move directly back from there, right?
Oh,
Because
right,
there's
'cause there's
seats
seats.
behind you, right?
Okay, then I might.
climbs on
hang
top
let
of
me
it.
look.
I'm stepping up.
No,
in
actually,
space.
you
That should be
are
the
you
aisle.
are in one of the aisles, so you can't move directly back
Okay,
there.
I'll
I'm
move
sorry.
back. Let's see. I can go. I'll just go back here, and I should still be in range, I believe, because that was 60 to this guy. So that's still within 120, and I want to cast Moonbeam
Woo!
right there.
That's not nice.
Well, that guy looks like a jerk.
The Pokemon move?
Yep.
Use your hyper beam.
So I'm gonna cast it as level 3, which will up my damage.
Holy shit.
Do you guys have level 3?
I don't. Well, I guess Taste is, but that's not me.
Let's see, Constitution saving throw.
That ain't me.
Constitution
Well, I'm a paladin, so
It should be a Constitution saving
my spells aren't very many.
Oh,
It
double
should
nat
be a
20 wasn't good enough?
Constitution
No.
saving throw. I like to say that. That's not good. What's the DC on this?
15. 15? 15?
50.
50. Get
DC
that.
50. Listen here, see?
Get those nat 30s out.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. American, all the ships at sea. DC 50, Constitution save. I'm going to roll this one in the tray because it's
It's a bouncy boy.
got a bouncy boy.
That one!
Oh, it's there! Ah, damn. Ah.
I lommeled it. Guess
well,
what?
The bouncy
Still
boy
takes
helps everyone.
Half. It still takes half.
It takes half.
We can re-roll that? No, we can't.
No,
We can't? Why?
because
Oh,
that's not
we
how it
decided
works.
we
We
can't.
could have bumped the
Okay.
DC.
He would have advantage on this anyhow, so.
Can I can
But you can
I
roll
can
your half damage.
bump. Can I bump damage? Still?
You can bump damage, yeah. You could bump the DC by spending bumps too if you so chose.
Oh.
But he already got a 17 without any modifiers on it, so.
I'll bump damage by 3, and then let's see. He still takes half, is what I said, half as much, and it's radiant damage.
Vulnerabilities.
So 7 and 14 plus 3, 15, 16, 17. So half of 17 is. Would we round down for that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
usually.
8.
8. And that already included the 3 that you bumped
Yes.
in there.
8 radiant damage.
All right.
Yes. And this lasts up to a minute, but I assume I would have to. It also says if any a creature that starts its turn there or
Yeah, it's like a beam
Moves
of light
into
that's
it.
there now.
Well-
So he'll have to move out of the way if he doesn't want to take the
yeah,
damage.
he'll take damage again.
All right.
Wait, does it hit all these guys too?
No, it's only 5
It's
foot.
like
so
a
it's just
like a
it's
literally.
Oh, it's a spotlight. It's a spotlight on a
It's a
stage.
spotlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Sing us a song.
Weird creature guy.
Bug line.
Oh god, stop singing! Stop singing!
All right. So this beam of light of moonlight drops down upon the stage and burns the horrid flesh
very
of the
Sailor
weird
Moon-esque.
Ava looks kind of like how's that sound?
a cockroach creature. At the same time, however, a beam of moonlight drops down upon Ava, and Ava begins to kind of levitate a little bit. And you hear the sound of waves rushing throughout the theater, and it seems to almost
starts
counteract
vibrating.
the weird disharmonic
Mumble pack.
kind of cacophony that's coming from the orchestra pit, right? So something about the soothing sound of waves lapping upon the shore kind of quells the awful infernal orchestra that is playing down below, and little motes, little halos of moonlight appear above each of your heads.
Oh, I feel like the waves sound like.
Oh.
So each of you is blessed.
Whoa!
So
Press
you
blast.
have a D4 that you can add to your 2-hit rolls and to your saving throws.
Oh, all of them?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Yeah, because you're currently blessed.
Okay.
Also, each of you recovers 2 hit dice worth of hit points.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Full health.
2 hit dice.
Can I use them for later? Temporary?
Sure, I'll grant them as temporary hit points. That's fine. In your
Okay.
case.
Come on now.
Out, out.
What did I do with my D8?
4, 7, 11, 12. What'd you get? 2 1s? Did you really?
That's what you get
Snake
for not
eyes?
rolling in
Wow.
the dish.
Oh.
Let's see if I
I haven't
Oh,
rolled.
fuck.
Wow. Well,
Curse.
I didn't roll on a dish. I got 2 nat 20s.
Yay!
Oh.
That's better.
All right.
It keeps getting farther away from me.
Yeah,
Sorry, it was because Tom was using it.
Well,
right.
Tom doesn't have dice that hurt people.
that's not true.
Hurt people. Yeah, that's.
Never mind. You
Oh.
they're
hurt
like
the most.
killing
Just
us.
wing
I was
it.
thinking about your red ones.
All right.
Okay, my temporary hit point +2. 46.
Plus 2 temporary hit points.
Woo!
You
Most hit
didn't
points out of
need
all of
them
us. Yep.
anyhow. All
I
right.
don't need them.
So, let's see what we got here. So Ava backed up. These guys gonna split, or are they gonna focus fire? They're gonna focus fire on Ava. I'm sorry, not on Ava, on Avril. Now that you're down on the edge of the pit, they're gonna fire
They
some
can't see me. I'm
some-
shorter than the orchestra wall.
tail spikes
I
at
just
you.
I smoked somebody.
Yeah, don't worry, your time is coming.
Oh.
All right. So that's armor class 22. That's gonna
Doesn't hit.
That's gonna hit you. How about armor class 13? I'm guessing
No.
that's a miss. The other 2 spikes, armor class 20 and armor class 17,
Why do they get to hit me so much?
because they're firing tail spines at you. So that's 3 tail spines that hit. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah,
there's
okay.
1, that's 9 points. There's 2, that's also 9 points. And the last one hits for 29 points.
29 total? What do you
No,
mean?
it hits for 5.
Fucking asshole.
9, 9, and 5. So
Don't
that's
forget
23
to
total.
That your temp hit points.
Yeah, don't forget your 2 temporary hit points.
Fuck you guys.
I guess you should have spent more time down in that hole.
I didn't go to Paladin
Exactly
school.
my point.
Oh.
Don't you raise your voice to me.
Let's all respect his
Thomas?
paladins.
Wow, Thomas.
Thomas
no.
Lomulus.
Listen. So that's
It's a
those
spell.
2 guys.
Sounds like a spell.
Uh,
Thomas Lummus.
Guess what, Thon of the Wood?
Yeah.
This guy is going to
Bring
try
it
to
on.
hit you. Bring it on. So that's armor class 15.
Nope.
No.
Plus 2 AC, baby.
Boo.
I got that. Black Razor
All right.
drug.
So I'm guessing armor class 8 also does not hit.
No.
That's cool. All right.
So you're saying if I had Black Razor, I could have 23 AC right now?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
So this large demon creature points at the weird fly thing
you want to make him a scorpion now?
and says, "Dispatch him."
No,
No, he's not that big. He looks awful as that dog thing anyhow.
He does, yeah.
All right.
I think he's
So
kinda cute.
make me your
it
boyfriend.
it
can see his
closes
spine.
it closes with
Dog
the paladin. Does it need to close with the paladin? Boy, that's yeah, it does. All right, so it closes with the paladin. Fuck, you're not gonna like this. Boy, you.
Says you.
All right, let's see.
I love pain.
Yeah.
I
You didn't
love-
say at the beginning of the thing that he wanted to do. Whoa, Arcadum, thank you for the host.
Wow.
Woo!
Adam, thank
Awesome.
you.
Holy shit.
Thank
What
you
were
for
you
that
doing?
host.
Were you eating noodles
Lick it.
with your armpits?
That sounds real
To a lot of
difficult.
viewers, like, I can only imagine.
All
That's how
right,
you get that
here
many
comes
views.
its vicious proboscis. It tries to slide its long needle-like nose
Stop,
through
stop.
your armor and
for a
drain
sniff.
your life essence out
wants a sniff.
through
Flies
your
don't have
chest.
those.
Razor thing
I-
to do.
I
It must
hit
be a butterfly.
armor class 16. I'm
Yes.
guessing that's not enough. All right.
He's got
so
blackjack,
that's
baby.
not cool.
Flies don't
All
have
right.
Havana.
Very good, very good. So, El Demondo creature writhes in the light. It writhes in the light. And I'm going to do this for this. It doesn't really like that very much. Okay, so it sees the tide turning here. It dissolves through the trapdoor again, right?
Oh, God, that
And
noise.
you can hear the sound of scuttling underneath
No.
the skate.
No. Some sort of horrible video game.
Some Dark
Avril
Souls shit.
Birdsong, it is now your turn. You have been tail spiked 3 times by the horrible a-holes who have
They are
attacked you.
horrible
They
a-holes.
are vicious creatures.
Oh, I can't get sneaky because they're fucking... Well, I guess I could use my bonus action first to try and hide. And then sneak around the back and jump up behind them.
Okay, you're gonna hide at disadvantage because it's gonna be tricky for you to get lost. I guess there's
Well,
plenty of people in the crowd that you could mix and mingle in with. So go ahead and give me a straight up regular hide roll. Let's see what you get.
my stealth bonus?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
16.
16. No, you fool one of them, but not the other
Which one?
one. The one in the back you do not fool. The one towards me.
Okay. So I guess... Oh, fuck. So maybe I can scrum... But there's people in here?
It's an orchestra pit. It goes down 10 feet, and then there's like an area down there where the orchestra is playing, and there's several people down there. Although several figures down there. You're not sure that they are in fact people because you certainly saw some sort of demonic creature who is leading the orchestra with his iron baton.
Well, I guess I'm gonna duck down. Before I duck down, I'm gonna kind of do a fakie this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna move that way, but then I do that as I'm ducking. But then I do a back turn,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna and then try to jump over this or run through this. Or...
You're gonna have to jump. You're gonna have to make an athletics check.
Okay. I'll add a couple bumps on there.
Yes, I expect so.
Fucking cocksuck my dick. 7. Plus 5. 12?
12. It's a long-
Unless I can use an acrobatics, then it's a 14.
All right.
I do a backflip, now it's acrobatics. I get a 14.
I will allow it, but you are going to basically burn up all of your movement in order to close with that guy.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to stab him with a wave.
All right.
Right in
You
his
have to close with the front guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The guy who has seen you, so you don't have advantage on this.
You said the back guy saw me.
No, the back guy is the one that you didn't fool.
Oh, I did that whole plan because I thought it was the reverse.
Ah.
So, I take it all back. I thought you said this guy is the one who saw me. That's
No,
why I did a fakie and did this way.
Okay.
Why would I go to the way of the guy
Fair
who
enough.
noticed me?
Fair
Why
enough.
would I do that, Tom? Why didn't you stop me?
In the hole, Glorp.
Get under the table.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead and attack.
Well, can I even get over there then? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
No, I just miscommunicated which one it was. So go ahead and do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give you advantage, but I will give you your sneak attack damage if you hit.
Okay.
That's my compromise.
Take it.
That's my I am nothing if not a fair and just dungeon master.
Yeah, it's cocked.
Natural one. Keep rolling those dice.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I'm freaking out. 15.
Isn't it plus 11 though? Is it if it's
Oh,
wave?
it's wave. Shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
plus
using
11.
Sorry.
wave?
Yeah.
Plus
It's
11?
18 to hit.
We did the math.
Why did
18
I
to
give you
hit.
these magic items?
You let it be
Oh
a
wait, and I
dagger.
get because of the moonbeam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
20, 30, 20 to hit.
true. All right, you hit.
I got a magic weapon too.
I hate all of my players and everything I've ever done in my life as a dungeon master.
Oh wait, and I should have added for my acrobatics. I should have added that too, but you
Yeah,
let me have it.
fair
so
enough.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay.
Okay, you get your sneak attack damage on this guy because he is not expecting you to vault over
4d6 plus
the
7.
orchestra pit.
Just let him die. 46 plus 7, he's dead. He's dead.
Not the way she
5.
rolls.
10. 6, 7. So 12.
You can still do it.
13, 14, 21.
But is that guy taking damage already? I don't remember. Which one was it?
I hit him already, but
Yeah,
it was
that
with
guy's taking
non-magical. But I've already hit him with non-magical. The
Well,
suspense is making me so mad!
He got hit with her wave earlier.
And he dies!
Yay!
Oh yeah, you did.
That's right, he'd already taken
did.
7. No, he had taken 14 points of damage.
I hit him with like fucking 20 points, but it took like
You
half or
gibbed him.
something.
Yeah, you destroy him.
Insta-gib.
Say knife.
Oh, Kefka!
Thon,
I mean Kefka.
it is now your turn.
I'm gonna finish up this guy in front of me. Make mincemeat out of this sucker.
This is stressing
And I'm
me out.
blessed. I'm blessed.
Blessed.
Hashtag
I'm
bits.
blessed.
Well, I have advantage too, so let's do that first.
Me.
I mean, that's 23.
Yeah, I guess that'll hit.
That'll probably do it. 6 plus 1, 11.
Kills him.
Yeah! Black Razor feeds
All right.
again.
Again, you have 22 temporary hit points.
Cool.
in
I have
case you had some
44
left.
temporary hit points.
Huh?
Because I already
They
have
don't keep
22.
stacking, they just replace. Temporary hit points replace.
That's good.
So if you had,
That's fair.
say if you were down to like 7 temporary hit points, you'd be back up to 22 temporary hit points, right?
I get
But
you.
you don't just keep piling them on.
Great.
You fucking have 1,000 hit points.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna get to this guy.
Oh.
Attack him. I think you guys can handle that probably. And this guy looks pretty mean next to him.
I pull out my opera glasses to watch the fight from a distance.
I got 2 more attacks. I'm gonna
All
use
right.
those. Let's see if I need a bless. Oh, I probably do need a good old bless. So that is 14 plus 3, 17.
I'm class 17 hits.
Oh shit! Yeah,
and-
baby.
Oh, and I'm sorry. Oh, it's not Grayson's turn. Okay, all right. It's fine. Everything's good.
Uh-oh. What happens there?
No, nothing happens.
I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing happens right
We'll
now.
find out.
No.
1, 3, 8
Okay.
damage
Sure.
I
8
got-
damage.
I got one
that's
more.
pretty cool.
because of haste.
Wow. 3 attacks.
Yeah, baby.
Wow, wow, wee wow.
16 plus 7.
That hits.
Cool. Here we go. Whoa, whoa.
Damn.
Did a
One.
ollie there. Yeah.
And 1 minimum damage.
Hey
Fucking
guys.
Wow.
Shit.
Do I have a reroll? Did I use it already? I used it already. Well, that's
Quit
6.
bragging about the reroll you
That's
had.
6. I'm not
6
bragging.
points of damage. That's nice. Okay. Grayson, it is now
Speaks
the start of your turn. Can
Yeah.
you please?
So many rolls for 6 points of damage.
Can you please
Rolls 20 times.
give
Does
me
3 points damage.
a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution.
What do you think I am?
Is a 19 going to be sufficient?
That is sufficient. All right. So the droning sound that this thing is emitting kind of like has a kind of weird, it kind of hazes your mind. It produces kind of this like foggy kind of like effect. and you feel kind of drowsy, almost as if you only got 4 hours of sleep last night. But you shake it off and you run that fucking game of D&D because you are a dedicated dungeon master anyhow.
Listen, we're all very proud of you, Tom.
You're doing great, Tom. You're doing great.
Yeah.
give them less
So
hit
at any
points.
rate, you are not affected by the magical droning that is coming from this weird.
Does it sound like cicadas?
It's an anime now.
Yeah, but it sounds like evil cicadas.
Jesse Ventura cicadas.
Hey, Grayson.
The Freemasons are
Grab that sword from that guy.
I'm going.
Achieve your true capability.
I have
on.
my own perfectly great sword named
Not
Shatter
great,
Spike.
mediocre at best.
And
I can break a door. I just gave him 22 hit points in a haste.
I hit this weird fly with Shatter Spike. Not well. I don't hit him very well. So
No.
that's
I hit him bad.
14. That's gonna miss.
14 misses. That's true. It's true.
Use those bumps, Buttercup.
Let's not
Bumps.
forget about that motherfucker under the floor.
Did
he's
you
gone.
use your bless from the moonbeam?
I did.
You did. Okay.
That,
Out of sight,
You
out of
rolled
mind.
terrible.
You're gone.
yeah, that was a bad roll.
Listen, he knows. He knows he fucked up.
He knows how to play the game.
What are you trying to say?
17. Just barely made that.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so I am going to once again smite this weird creature.
Oof.
He has a name.
I don't know it.
Theodore.
It's evil. Four.
I'm Theodore, the fly, the most lamencious.
Hello.
Ooh, there we go.
7 plus 8 is 15.
He's true.
19 damage. 19 radiant damage. Bam.
Okay.
Bingo, bango,
Radiant
bango.
does double because he's ugly.
Not true. All
I don't know
right.
what's true anymore.
That's the end of your turn, yes?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
Right.
Can I have
Ava,
my
what would you
turn?
like to do?
There are no more water.
Well, let's see. If I 5, 10, 15,
You'll have to get a cup.
20, 25, 30. Well, that I can't walk
that?
into there.
No, you don't want to walk into the orchestra pit.
So I'll walk back up here,
Mm-hmm.
and then 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I'll.
Ugh.
1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll Misty Step over here.
Ba-bam.
Hello. Range 10 feet. 5, 10. He's not in 10-foot ranges. He's in 15. 5, 10.
15.
Crap. Okay. Then, instead,
Drop
I
a fireball
will
on us.
stand there. I don't.
Fireball the party.
Oh, crap. Okay.
He's got
Will you
22
just turn the
temporary
floor
hit
into
points.
ice?
He's got a bunch of hit points. Just fireball.
I mean, you have no idea how
I can
many
take it.
times it's like, oh, I want to use this cool ability, but Grayson's in. You know what? Never mind. I'll use it anyways.
Yeah, you've done that a lot. I think it's just been you.
Yeah.
What have I done it with? What
A
AoE
lot of
spells do
stuff.
I have?
Yeah.
It's your one cool thing you
You-
always do.
back
with
when we had
Grayson.
one cool
yeah,
things.
yeah.
You used
You
to fire
still
a
do
lot
have
of.
one cool thing. You just never get the bumps to do it
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's fine.
What does it cost? 8?
10.
Listen.
Actually, we're really good here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we combine them? So one person can do it?
Like Voltron.
Like Voltron.
What's our super move with our powers combined?
I'll form the head. What would you
Yeah,
like to
you
do?
I'm just going to use shape water to splash water at that thing.
Curse
Just in a
sploosh.
fun way?
All right. Does that do damage, or are you just?
I can't do anything else.
Ava,
Here.
do you see what's happening? This
Well,
water.
actually,
I thought
like
maybe
if a
piss him
moth,
off.
Yeah.
like if a moth's wings got wet, it wouldn't
you
be
like
able to fly
poison
anymore.
spray?
Right? I'm not close enough. I
Okay.
can't
Oh,
get close
really?
enough.
So,
10 feet.
so, so.
Animal facts. Animal facts.
All right.
The water breaks that creature.
So the good
pissed
news
him off.
is you do
You're
like
welcome.
kind of splash
deserve
some
it.
water, and as the droplets of water kind of hit this thing, they are imbued with Kasharla's holy essence, right? And they do kind of sting the creature as you hear the drops hit it. They sputter and turn to steam, but it also like flinches when it hits it, right?
You want to run away yet?
So it kind of shakes and trembles with anger and rage. It screeches, as you splash holy water on the creature. That's not very friendly. All right. So,
Well.
boy, this is kind of a jump ball, but you know what? No, we're going after the paladin. I'm determined. So here's 3 points of my bumps going to attack the paladin. As again, it lances forth with its long, weird sucker proboscis thing. So that's not friendly for you. That's 16 plus 3 is 19 plus 4 is 24.
That'll hit.
24 will hit. All right.
That was a bug. Uh-oh. Let's see what this bad stuff is. How bad could it be?
How
How
bad could it
Pretty
be?
good.
God,
Wow.
you always jinx shit.
I didn't jinx it. That's what he's been saying the whole night.
Whoa.
Oh
shit.
my God!
Well, that was 4d6 rolled
It was a
pretty
20.
well.
It was a 20.
That's
math.
22 points of piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
So you
I
can
take 19.
You can take 19 of that.
Oh my God!
Wait, there's more?
That's not the ugly part. It's the 76 of necrotic damage that's gonna hurt. I will drain your soul, paladin. Oh my God! All right, so there's 10, 23 points of necrotic.
23. Okay.
23 points of necrotic.
He's still good. He's still good.
What is
The
necrotic?
bad
What's the
news is your
after
hit
effects of
point
necrotic?
maximum
You feel
is
like
reduced by 23 hit points.
Oh, fuck.
What? Permanently?
Until long.
Until you take a long rest.
Is that
or
a
you're-
disease of any kind?
No, it is
Okay.
not.
I have a cure poison. But that's not what that is.
Are you still
So
alive?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It
good, baby.
it drains a major portion of your essence, and you see it kind of begin to
Oh my God, but does he look really
rear up.
skinny?
You're still pretty skinny.
Do I look hot?
You look like a wafer of a man. So beautiful.
Those abs look great, baby.
All right, so
The food you ate
Avril, it is now your
There's
turn.
just lumps in there.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna try to fuck this guy up.
All right.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to try
That
and
dude right there.
hide from him,
All right.
so I can get a sneak attack.
Sure.
on. So I'm gonna just try and jump into the set here. I guess.
I like it. Roll your
under there.
hide,
Yeah.
please.
Get under there?
Well, because I don't know how you can
I
get
don't
on.
know what it is.
It's a dock, so you go underneath.
What the fuck is that?
Your dice are rolling terrible.
I know
tonight.
it's still a
They were
14
doing
though.
well.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, let's.
Oh,
see.
and I'm sorry. That's not a saving throw.
It's true.
Did you roll the d4 with it?
Yeah, you can add a D4 to that.
He sees you.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
nat 20.
He doesn't just see me. I fall in love with
He's
him.
like, what are you doing?
He sees the true me. New boyfriend.
Let's hug it out.
He sees the
All right.
real me. All right, so now I'm just on this set piece and I'm just like, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah. You try to leap under the set piece, then you realize it'd be way too cool to stand on the edge of the dock, like, oh ho, what ho!
Listen, I'm nothing if not dramatic.
That's true. What about your character?
Oh.
Do you want to fight in front of everybody? Is that what you want?
That's all we do.
Guys,
That's kind of our shtick, as
You
a
are
matter
this
of
close to
fact.
getting dumped on camera, Llama.
Tom and I never fight off camera.
I feel like we need to kind of literally put a quell to the rumor that we're boyfriend girlfriend.
No, you're not. You're boyfriends.
Boyfriends.
I'm your boyfriend.
Fair enough. All right. Very good. Noted for the record.
Rumor squash. It's true. Okay, then I'm just gonna try and jump down a stem with wave while he stares deep into my soul.
Sure.
So
I
that's,
see you there. Stand.
So that's 26 plus
A D4.
29 to hit.
Does a 29 hit?
I like how it's just like, I see you there. You're like, gah!
Yeah.
Fine then.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
Yes.
you see this?
That hits. Go ahead.
No sneak damage. But hey, that's a 6 plus a 7, which is a 13 damage to the dome.
Called shot, baby.
Kills him.
Noise.
Who needs a sneak attack when I've got possess?
Pizzazz. All right, that was Avril.
all that
Thawne,
sass.
give me
And
a
all that
Constitution
sass.
saving throw as you are within the
Okay.
droning sound. You've started your turn now within the droning sound of the evil fly demon.
I have a great idea.
Because Avril has splashed you with the holy water of Kasharla, you have advantage on this check.
Oh, Black Razor already gave me advantage.
I don't need yours.
I don't need it.
I got mine from selling my
Dang it.
soul.
I just take that halo and
It's
just kind of
important.
frisbee it away into the crowd. It lands on some guy's head.
And you hear Black Razor go, "Hey, brother, I really wanted a taste of that thing."
What the fuck?
I don't think there's
I don't
souls
think you would
inside
like
the.
that.
You don't think so,
Does
huh?
he think it's a donut?
There's only one way to find out.
I just poke Grayson's.
You have one if you're trying.
Point the blade a little lower, maybe towards his neck.
Wait, I thought you wanted him to hold you, not.
I want to hold him from the inside.
I wanna hold you from the inside.
Well, we'll see what happens. It might happen.
Everyone wants to have sex with Grayson. I don't understand it.
We all want what we can't have.
All right, attack 1.
Why do you think I'm so insistent that you're not
Double
my brother?
16.
Double 16. That will hit it.
Okay, cool. I'll bump my damage.
You can't be my brother. How would I explain these feelings?
3
I'm too horny for
plus
you.
4, 11.
Okay.
Then why'd you marry
Attack 2.
Thawne?
Nat 20.
Marriage doesn't mean anything, baby.
You done, son. Nat 20.
I don't know that that's true, but keep going.
You done, son.
You done, son.
6, 4, 2, 6. That is 18 plus 4, 22. You done, son?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, third attack.
He has 71 points of health left.
No, he's going up, not down.
Oh.
22.
Trying to be sneaky.
Armor class 22 hits.
Cool. 6.
Mm-hmm.
4.
What the fuck is happening? Why have you
14.
been rolling for an hour?
Because I
What are
did
you
3
doing?
attacks. That wasn't an hour.
Took so long.
14. 14. What's that face mean? What's that face mean? He done. He done, son.
You've done 85 points of damage.
Wow.
It had 84 hit points.
Wait. Wait.
What?
Does that mean I gained 84 temporary hit
84
points?
temporary hit points is according to the rule. Yeah, so
You
you...
didn't cause all those points of damage. Somebody else helped you.
Uh,
I hit him.
Well,
I
yeah.
hit him.
No, I'm not saying I did, but I'm saying when he dies, I gain that much health.
So the giant fly demon's form begins to writhe and twist, and you see it kind of like shake and shimmer and maybe twist back to like a humanoid, and it looks almost like, you know, the actor who was there before.
Klein.
But the eye sockets are hollow, and and it still has the giant kind of like weird fly wings and the long nose, and then it gradually, just as it shakes and turns and convulses, and the energy from Dark Razor just pours into your body, it turns into this papery husk, like an old wasp's nest. There's just gray kind of flakes of the shell of what the creature is left behind. And in fact, just even a slight wind kind of blows across the stage as the orchestra goes dead silent, and then it kind of just disintegrates.
The orchestra does?
No, the form of the creature disintegrates, folds back. The leaves of the gray ash fold back and flatten out on the stage.
You know, those are only temporary hit points. You're really hurt.
Also, you're chaotic neutral. Quit acting so pervy about murder.
Look, I just gained all. I'm just enjoying it. All right, let me enjoy the drug of Black Razor.
No, that's not. It's not right.
Feels really good.
Stop.
I turn and look at Grayson. This is what you denied me.
I hate this.
I wonder if I can...
What? What's happening? What are you doing?
Smite him! Smite him!
I don't know what he's doing.
He's gone too far.
No, I
We're
can't.
gone
I'm
too
not
far.
going to find him. I'm just wondering if I
You're
was just
horny
gonna...
for hit points.
He has 84 temporary hit points. What are you gonna do right now?
I
Put
was
him to
thinking
sleep.
about... I was like, I wonder what happened right now if I just lesser restoration him.
I'd be all right.
Yeah.
Although I'm really exhausted because haste wears off, and I'm just like, oh.
Okay.
So I'm just like on the floor,
Yeah.
super tired.
Good job, buddy. You
And
did
from
two
the
things.
back of the theater, you just hear...
It's Shia LaBeouf.
And you see a gaunt man who is very pale, who's wearing a small leather bowler and a couple of goggles.
Whoa.
And he says, "Well played." We're going to cut it there, ladies and gentlemen.
What about the big old boy?
What?
The big old boy.
Yeah,
What?
what about the big old boy? We will have to
That big old
find
drippy big boy.
out the answer to that mystery
Fucking Gigi.
and more
GG, baby.
GG.
next week here on the Ironkeep Chronicles. I want to thank all of our players, Mr. Eric Reichert.
Hey, thank you so much. You can always follow me on Twitter or on Instagram at mostly shit.
Literally, at mostly shit. Havana Mahoney, everyone. Or should I say Tomand the Wise?
Oh.
Get in the hole.
Everyone get in your holes.
What have I got going on?
You've got your new permanent streaming schedule. I saw that come
I
across.
unlocked Perma.
Perma
Sketch.
Sketch.
So you can check me over there. On Twitter, you can check out the Perma schedule, Havana Rama on there. But then I am Vanna_Rama on Twitch, so you can check me out there 5 days a week. Tomorrow's my off day, so give
Are
it
you
a follow
gonna
or whatever.
run errands and listen to NPR?
I probably am. Actually.
NPR, hell yeah.
Gotta get shit done. So check that out. And then I was gonna say something else. Oh, on November 17th, I am hosting a new show on Geek and Sundry called Anybody Can Win. So tune in for that. It's a game show for their new segment, Highly Experimental. So the more you guys tune in and like it and think it's cool, then the better chances we have of getting Perma picked up. So please tune in for that. It's me and Becca Scott, and we're having guests Amy Vorpahl from this show over there, and Iffy Nyaidwe. I'm probably saying that wrong. Nyaidwe, I think is how you say it. But Iffy, you might know from GNS or Hyper RPG or a myriad of other things. So it's going to be really fun. Tune in for that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mr. Grav Galati.
Hey everybody! When I'm not sucking souls on this game, you can catch me on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/DoubleGXG or on Twitter at the same name, DoubleGXG. And tune in on Friday for the season finale of Wild Cards, which has been building up for the past, well, I was only here for half the season, but it's been crazy.
How big is the miniature hanging tree that has been going around killing squirrels? Is it now up to like maybe threatening,
it's still
feral
probably-
cats?
Yeah, that's probably to come back to bite us, and we haven't really resolved that.
All right.
I'm not
okay.
sure how that's going to go. We'll see. So Friday, 8 p.m. is that. Also, if you guys are interested in the game that me and Tom played, it's on YouTube. You can catch it now on the Wizards official YouTube. And don't
true.
mind that my name was misspelled the entire night.
It was. I was like, Grav's name's misspelled.
Is it spelled like
And
goo?
I told Dom before the game, I was like, I bet they misspelled my name. He's like, no.
How do they spell it?
Garav Galati instead of a U. It was an A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At least
It
was
sounds kind of
Gulati.
paladinly.
Well, that is-
Galati.
Like
Galati.
goo.
Galati.
Galati. I'm Gallian.
Or galoshes.
That's
I
pretty
like
good
that.
though. Yeah. Galati's galoshes.
Yeah, it was a great session.
It was super fun.
Yeah, good times, and
fun.
for a good cause. Hey, speaking of the season finale of Wild Cards, you can see Megan Caves Calaman.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll be there. It'll be fun and insane, I'm sure. And you can follow me on Twitter at Megan Caves. My name is spelled correctly over here. And you can also catch Grav, me, and Jordan Caves Calaman on our podcast Experience Pointers. You can find us on Twitter at EXPPointersPod, and we talk about GM stuff. And there should be a new episode coming out soon. There should be one up for Patreon, but it's not right now, so we'll get back to you on that. And then you can catch Jordan and I on Mondays for couples therapy, but actually this Monday might be a little different. Do people know about it yet, Dom? This Monday? Isn't it this Monday? Am I making that up?
Yeah, it is this Monday.
Can I mention it, or should I wait?
Sure.
This Monday, I believe at 4, so normal couples therapy time, we will be doing a...
No, it's at 3.
Oh, it's at 3? What's it? Tell me what it's called exactly so I get the
that's
right
right.
thing.
The Monster Hunters Club?
It's the Monster Hunters Club. Jordan Caves Callerman will be running that. It has a Kickstarter out right now for a few more days. So you can check that out on Kickstarter. But it is a Savage World. It's basically like Stranger Things. You know, of course, we've got this whole thing going on right now, so we will be running that instead of couples therapy this Monday at 3. So it'll be a little earlier.
I believe Mr. Wes Otis is going to be sitting in that
Yes.
game. I have to look at my calendar to see if I can sit in or not.
Yeah.
You're a
Wes,
busy boy. You're a
Wes
busy
is
boy.
playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing unless something comes out. Jordan's running, and then we don't have anybody else.
Hey, speaking of my calendar, when I'm not busy here in Hollywood, California, serenading all of you with my dulcet tones, you can catch me tomorrow at 2 o'clock right here on Saving Throw Show for Disorganized Play. It's our after show, recap show. I talk about the various issues that may have come up with designing tonight's game, like, for instance, not prepping at all. So we're going to talk about that. I believe we're also going to talk about Xanathar's Guide to Everything tomorrow. Mr. Dom Zook will be joining me right here in the bullpen, and we bring you an hour of nerdy talk and role-playing advice. If you were not able to delve into the hands-on experience of the GMing workshop that I ran at GameholeCon, and I can tell you there's only 9 people in the world who have at this point, you can probe the various recesses of my experience tomorrow by tuning in for Disorganized Play, where I also give GM advice or advice about running your game or playing in your game or whatever what have you. Grav, are you going to come and talk about Xanathar's 2, or are you?
I think I'm streaming at that time.
You're
as
streaming.
well.
Very good.
Yeah.
Noted. So you can check that out tomorrow at 2. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Pacific is Crit Juice. Have you not had enough of great Dungeons and Dragons style entertainment? Folks, grab your beer and or beverage of choice and get drunk with the boys of Crit Juice as they make a complete mockery of this game that we all so dearly love. Friday night, as has already been mentioned, is the finale of Wild Cards. So catch that. You can catch that Friday night here at 8 p.m. Pacific. Saturday, do we have anything on the books for?
We do.
Dragons Conquer America is Saturday at what time? 1 Pacific. And then Sunday, of course, as usual, we have Tempting Fate with GMs Rick and Nick and his all-star cast of rotating talented people. Depends upon who's. I'm never sure who's tuning in on that show, but it kind of doesn't matter. It's that special brand of chaos. So that's our lineup for the rest of the week. Hey, you can always just do !calendar to see what's coming up on Saving Throw. You can subscribe, join our Patreon, all those sort of fun things. Catch extra content on, I'm not sure what, I just started rambling there is what it really came down to. But please support our channel because the only way that we
Did
can
you
bring
get a lot
you...
of sleep last night? I
Hey,
can't tell.
let me bring up how much sleep I got last night.
I'm gonna guess 5 hours.
That would be 1 more hour than I actually got.
Couldn't help it.
Deep sob.
So, please share the channel. Thanks so much to everyone who donated tonight. Thanks to everyone who hosted tonight. Arcadum, Vanarama, everybody else who hosted tonight. Really appreciate anything that you can do to spread the word about our channel. We're continuing to grow, and we're seeing great growth and results over the past couple of months. And in order for us to keep bringing you this great entertainment, more people need to watch. And, a few tips in the tip jar doesn't help either. More subscribers or Patreon, etc.
Doesn't hurt either, is what he meant to say. He's a sleepy boy, everybody.
Before I say another thing that's wrong, and let's be honest, that's going to happen regardless of whatever comes out of my mouth next, let's dungeon!